business related, and I do still have it.
It's WWE Champion time.
Go, 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 go.
It's the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell!
It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault.
Drinking gin.
Yep, I'm toxic. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. My ass is so fucking stretched.
Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. For now?
Go, 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 go.
It's the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell!
Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I toxic?
I love it.
Hey, Mr. Burnell, you there? I am present.
Right, I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Tevin's fault.
This one's for all my baby girls.
And it starts to click, you know, if someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something, they're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it. If you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words.
You have no respect. Do you value money more than our friendship?
But that's the way of them saying, we want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like the villain so everyone will believe it and we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs them anymore. Nothing. They're completely washed. The hands are clean.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again.
You have no respect.
Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. And it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking and texting.
Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well on this fine Friday. For me it's Friday evening, for you guys it might be Friday morning, or it might be fucking Sunday, you know, if you're fucking the other side of the world like Australia or something. All I know is that Phil is back from his day off. This is his first stream back from his day off, and that absolute complete bizarre meltdown he had from his last podcast and subsequent bad night. It was not a very good day for Phil support wise after that bizarre rant, because he didn't even get $100 in tips. And also he had his day off immediately afterwards, so the question is, will Phil have enjoyed his day off? Could he have enjoyed his day off? Is he going to really lay on the big and thick and hard and just make sure that his Deadhead fans know that he really needs support right now? Because he's got impending bills coming up next week, apparently, all fucking the internet not shut. He needs to his internet bill and all that nonsense. So the big question is, will he bounce back well? Will the Deadheads listen to Phil's desperate pleas for monetary support? It's going to be an interesting one. I've got a feeling it may be a bit of a toxic one again, unless someone steps up, like a whale steps up and just gives generously to Phil. Early support could really nullify Phil's behaviour on this podcast, in my opinion. But who knows? Dashy says DSP the hardcore mobile game enthusiast. Oh yeah, Twitter, no one's fucking seen this Twitter handle. In fact, I can actually pull it up for you guys right now because I am on his Twitter right now, so I can take you off this window here and go to this instead. And ta-da! His full Twitter handle is DSP the Hardcore. Doesn't even fucking fit the whole thing, does it? Here, DSP the Hardcore Mobile Game Enthusiast! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! 3 exclamation marks just to fucking emphasise the point. And his latest tweet was from last night. Thank you to those who still like and retweet my posts here, despite all the toxic bullshit. I mean, the toxic bullshit is coming from Bill. He is the source of the toxic bullshit. Prophet, I am working. Poor you, Prophet. I'm working tomorrow as well. Going to restream Fight Night tonight for everyone, as I think I got my stream elements set up quite a nice one. I'm doing okay. By the way, guys, I am going to get this out there very quickly and early on. I am not going to be streaming bingo tomorrow. I am going to be out with friends. No bingo from me tomorrow. Sorry. But hey, it is what it is, you know. Real life is a priority. I'm going to make time for my friends. I haven't been able to spend time with friends for a while, just because, you know, it's part of growing up and like we don't live as close to each other. So we got a chance to do it tomorrow, and we're going to do that. So yeah, but I'll be back on Sunday though. But before I do the bingo on a Sunday, I'll be doing That Being Said podcast. I'm going to be a guest on That Being Said on Sunday, which starts at 1 PM Eastern Standard Time, and for me in the UK it'll be 6 PM UK time. I'll be on the podcast. And I said to them, what about the bingo? But they're okay with me like staying on and then disappearing for a bingo, so I can do the bingo. So I'll still be doing the bingo after I do That Being Said podcast. I just got like double duty in that regard. People are saying, sorry, Dash is saying, look at that quote, look at the quote tweets. Oh, I think I see what you mean. You want to basically search for the Come DSP and see what people have been saying. Look at these 2 fucking arse kissers right here, man. Bloody hell. David Reynolds. Daniel, the head of the table. Support will follow too. Is this a promise? Is this a promise of financial support from this little denthead here? Is this actually the guy? Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Click quote tweets. Ah. Oh. How do I fucking do that? No. Hang on. Open link in new tab. Yeah, I beat the system node and... Oh, come on. I can't do this on my Twitter because I'm blocked on the community. This is why I'm on incognito window here. Because if I log into my Twitter, I can't view DSP's tweets. Because I am blocked by him. So I'm not able to like view the quote tweets in that regard, in that way. So, boo. Make an alt, dude. I shouldn't have to fucking make an alt. Right. Let's get bingo set up and sorted. But yeah. Okay, so this is the music, of course. I'm not doing music right now. This is a stream. Phil's not awake yet. We've been busy in his chat already so far. Romance cat, as always. I'm not making an alt right now, Dash. I'm not going to bother. But and by the way, in case you're wondering, we are now at 2002 days of time playing for DSP Gaming. And he has gone 1,647 days of consecutive gaming in WWE Champions. So, make of that what you will. It's unbelievable, man. It really is. Okay, but still, we are focusing on the bingo today. It's just like, yeah, casual. $1 here, $1 there. A mortgage here, a mortgage there. Right, guys, we need a word for the, or a phrase or an action for the DSP bingo card. You can see I've added a new one. Prayer hands. He's been doing it quite a lot lately, you know, just putting his hands together like he's praying, so I thought I'd add that wee action because he has been doing it quite a bit lately, and it's kind of funny to see as well. Especially when he's kind of desperate for support. He might just fucking, you know, please, if you can, please, tips are preferred, oh my. So, we need a word or phrase or action to pick our bingo card. I can't even use the website I used before, the comment picker thing, because it won't load for me. So I don't know if the website's down or what the fuck's going on with that. So I am going back to relying on you guys, my reliable chat, to help pick the bingo stuff for today. So any suggestions at all you guys can think of? Day off. That's a very safe one. You know what, we'll do day off. We'll do day off. Okay, fuck it. Let me hit generate bingo cards and then we can... Oh, I forgot to change the title. Never mind. Hang on 2 seconds. Level... I just realised something as well. I'm perfectly fine calling this level 1 podcast bingo. Do you want to know why? Philip uses the number 1 and I spell number 1. So he always calls his shit. He does it as a 1, as in the number. The level 1 podcast, the number 1, rather than just typing out the number, the letter, you know, the letters of 1. Which is why I'm not going to get in trouble for DSP for using the same name as him, because I am different because I spelled out 1. I don't even think I'll get in trouble anyway, but fuck it. We need a number, guys, between 1 and 268. Zhao Hure asked an interesting... I appreciate the Scottish attempts, you know, of saying number 1. I'm not going to do the first fucking bingo card, you know. Ricky Hakura said 39. I like 39. That's a good random number. I mean, the first bingo card would have been this one. If we're going by Zhao Huli's number 1 suggestion, it would have been this one. But I feel I am Scottish, so number 1. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to debate internally whether I should count you as the first one that gave a number because you just typed all of that, or I mean, technically, we've never done a number 1 before. No one's ever picked number 1 for a bingo card. You know, technically, Zhao Huli was first in with the numbers. You know, it's fair. And we've never done number 1 before either, and it is quite random to just go against the grain and just go for the very first bingo card we see with, you know, for the word or phrase or whatever we're using. So this is the bingo card I believe we're going to be using. So looks like we've got this one. So thumbs up, people saying, him standing up, any scat talk, and day off. There you go. Positive, support, good talk, and the camera point. Alright, ear touch, snort, gifted memberships, and literally. Comment. What I mean by that is, you see, honest, and that being said. Finally, I've got likes, the like slap, idiot, finger in mouth, and meaningful. Not a bad bingo card at all, if I do say so myself. And yeah, I feel quite optimistic, to be honest. I feel it's got a chance. It's just kind of, I'm still trying to, you know, process Phil's bizarre meltdown from, you know, Wednesday night. It was just surreal. It was completely surreal. Seeing him just go off in one, so being so unhinged and really digging a hole for himself. It was just absolutely bizarre. I tried to kind of process it all. I done a stream last night, just kind of trying to kind of process more of that rant and just pick it apart and try and, you know, counter Phil's bullshit. And it's just it still baffles me though how he can try and fucking convince people like this kind of nonsense. It's unbelievable to me, man. It really is. Yeah, you don't feel well from the rant. It was quite a toxic rant, yeah. Wait, I'm going to save this bingo card before I lose the damn thing, because I've done that before in the past and it's been quite embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, this is my final bingo before technically my day off from bingo. But yeah, I'm going to have a good wee day tomorrow. Catching up with friends, having a couple of drinks. And yeah, it's curious to see what's going to happen for Phil today. Is Phil going to be chill, or is it going to be just straight into like Begcon Black, you know, Code Black, Begcon 0, pushing hard for support and all that jazz? We'll have to wait and see. He'll be on soon. mean, he's not even awake right now, it looks like, so. But I have saved the bingo card. If you get bingo, you'll feel better. So will I. I mean, we're due one, for God's sake. We're damn due one. But, yeah. I am going to get a bingo card all set up properly, guys. And, yeah, I just, you guys can enjoy some Meerkat music while I get the stream properly set up and we wait for Phil to get online. So, enjoy some more Meerkat music while I get all this properly set up.
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And what I like about Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff. Like I got something that came with hummus and pitas. You dip the pitas in the hummus, and that was delicious. Insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. They came with their rice, which is the seasoned rice. That just tastes, again, it tastes kind of different from other cultures' rices. It has peas and carrots, but it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good. And then also a side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato, onion, robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. 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 We went and got dinner. Now, this was a double-edged sword.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
Big ups to your dad. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in then put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera. I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in then put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in then put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control tonight.
Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1.
I streamed myself masturbating.
I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level 1. Level 1. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children.
When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big ups to your cat, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to. One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups to your cat.
This my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. This my day off. Spend money on posing damn shit. This my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
This my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. This my day off. Spend money on posing damn shit. This my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can. Just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term. But right now, I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big ups to your dad. And a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes, I pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my stream, I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way. Please, if you can tip me, do that. rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay?
That is business related, and I do still have it.
It's WWE champion time.
Go, 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 go.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell! It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault. Drinking gin. Yep, I'm toxic. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. My ass is so fucking stretched. Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
For now?
Go, 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 go.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell! Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I toxic?
I love it.
Hey, Mr. Brunel, you there? I am present.
I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Tevin's fault.
The topic I want to discuss is depression. Depression is not a joke. It's not something to be joked about with. You are not alone. You are not a horrible person because you have this. It's not your fault. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time.
It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. Tough. Phil's a beggar, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. It's been tough. Phil's a beggar, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar.
Super Meat Boy is in the stream chat whining and complaining, saying I never talk to anyone unless they tip me or they send me money, which is completely false. All he's been doing is sitting there all night complaining that he's depressed and no one cares. And everyone's basically ignoring him because you're like, dude, we just don't care. You know, you come in, the first thing you say is you're depressed. And what are we supposed to say to that? Now he expects that I'm going to derail the whole stream to talk to him live. So let's do it. Super Meat Boy, how you doing? You're really depressed tonight, huh? You're really depressed.
My stream is my place of business.
The company's name is Brunel Productions. It is internet content creation of on-demand and also live video streaming services.
Big up to your dad. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Please tip me. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Because I have bills coming up. Please pay my bills. I'm nervous. Draft for cash.
You better take a sip.
Please pay my bills. I'm nervous. Draft for cash.
Get a real fucking job.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Please tip me. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Because I have bills coming up. They fucked me again, left and right, and my ass is so fucking stretched out at this point. It's time to push back. It's time to push back. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Please tip me. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Because I have bills coming up. I've never ever used a hateful slur. Ever. And that pisses me off. I want to watch some faggot. Some homo. Fiddle's a nigger.
You better take a sip.
I'm a mature adult with a business.
Big, 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 big. All I see you do is big, 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 big. Little picky, why you? Big, 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 big. All I see you do is big, 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 big. Little picky, why you?
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right. The ones that I play are free to play or incredibly inexpensive. Like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters.
Alright, let's clear something up once and for all. Some of these songs do have other people contributing to them from Meerkat, I believe. It has like some kind of, I'm pretty sure they say, like this one here, featuring Young Cat. This one here is like got a special guest that was like contributing their own vocal talents. And I think there's one other one as well that had something similar. Also, he used some, auto-tune thing that generated Kanye West's voice to make him say, "It's my day off." That's a pretty clever one. Some kind of random website, isn't it? I'm pretty sure there's another one that Meerkat done as well. Special guest. But the songs that Meerkat does, he's made them all. And not all, I think some songs feature his own voice and some songs feature either a guest or some AI generated thing that he kind of manipulated to say what he needed to say, or even just Phil himself saying the things. So he's a very talented dude, Meerkat, you know what I mean? It's very hard to also put these together and try and craft it and make it sound right. There's a lot of kind of audio manipulation going on there. It's not just a case of throwing in a full clip into the song and it works nice. He's got to make sure it matches out with the pitch and the timing and everything else. So a lot of work goes into it. It's really good stuff Meerkat does. He really knows how to make a banger. So
you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right. Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago. A lot. For about a year. I played it pretty hardcore. Alright, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was. Alright? I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh? Oh, that's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, You're 1 day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right? No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Huh? Huh? Huh?
This one's for all my baby girls.
Right, before we play the next song, guys, I just kind of wanted to show you something that, because Phil's now live, we can see on his stream. Oh look, Phil said something again. Someone asked him to do like a thumbs up and a smug face, and he says that he might do it because he's tried out neutral. But look at the members. The members have dropped dramatically to Phil. He's almost below 600 now. And bear in mind, he's not even lost all the members he's due to lose. He's going to lose in like another 70 when the month ends. He needs a dramatic amount of support throughout August to try and hit this goal. Or at least he needs that amount of support coming in before the next kind of big large volume drop down. He should absolutely. I imagine he will talk about members today because this is a steep decline. Let's go to his channel. Let's go to Phil's channel, right? Well, technically we're on his channel, but you know what I mean. Let's go to so let's go to the level 1 podcast from before his day off, right? So before his day off, he was at 626 members. He went from 626 to 607. This was this memorable podcast where he had the meltdown. This was the meltdown rant. This was Wednesday. And it was at 626 then. So in between the level 1 podcast, he's gone from 626 to 607. And the day before that, when he was August 2nd, what was that before? 635. So 635 down to like 6 to 7. He's basically plummeting members right now. Nobody wants to fucking renew memberships. He should absolutely fucking mention this. It would be surprising if we didn't fucking mention it. So what's Phil saying here now? Kagome, well, I'll be talking about it shortly. Yeah, he's going to talk about his day. He's going to talk about his day off, guys. Good news. Phil's going to talk about his day off. Rest well, and be assured that Phil will talk to everyone about his day off. He's going to use the restroom and get set up on the laptop. WWE Champions time. Oh, goodness me. Right, yeah. I just kind of thought I'd point out the members total plummeting already to 607. And he's going to go he's going to lose a whole bunch more. He has to rely on another massive drop in gifted memberships. Not him dropping them, but I mean somebody gifting so many more. He needs, 70 right now. If he got hit with 70 right now, he'd hit his goal, and then he wouldn't have to worry about the impending massive, expired ones coming up in the end of the month. So he's going to have to hope that, the charitable contributions and donations of gifted memberships beats the drop. Because if they don't come in time and the drop happens, there's no fucking way. He's probably, I say there's no fucking way he's going to make that, but Phil's had a miracle happen before. He's asked for miracles before, and the miracle has arrived. He's been short like 70, 80 odd before, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'll give 50 and I'll give 30 and all that fucking nowhere. Guys like emo and all that shit. So, you never know. He's not going to lower the goal because it would go against his own damn narrative. He's also had a narrative of what's the point of lowering the goal? I set the goal so we could match that goal because that's what I need. Phil has always claimed that he can never lower his goals. He's always claimed he can't, no. He's always argued with his own fans that there should be no point of him lowering the goal because he sets these goals to try and hit these goals. The fact that if Phil lowers his goal, it just means that the numbers he sets do not have any meaning and value to them. it means they have no actual purpose. He's having these original targets. If he can fucking make them go any fucking goal he wants just in order to do a fucking event, why can't he just fucking set it to 6:10 or 6:15? Be fucking reasonable, you know. Don't be so fucking demanding of your fans to give you so fucking much to get so little in return. They don't even know what fucking event's happening yet. They don't even fucking decide an event. And he's going to try and show this membership goal. The man has to be told by his own goddamn chat what event they're going to be paying him for him to give them. And it might not even be anything that fucking substantial. It just might be him fucking reacting to a fucking video again or something. It's just fucking unreal, man. It's fucking unreal. You gotta imagine, a lot of these guys, quite a substantial number of these guys are going to be gifted memberships. I imagine. Not Jade, not Malcolm, and not Kagome. The rest, though, I think are gifted. Anyway, let's go back to the music. We'll wait for Phil to actually be live. Because we've got Italian Life coming up. And this is the wee cracker as well.
Now, what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any.
It's going to be acidity from tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
and then spice.
Tart and its acid and nothing else. All right. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian Life. Italian Wife. Italian Bills. Italian Dark Side Fit. Italian Life. Italian Wife. Italian Chill. Italian Can't Give Her Pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. The authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian Life. Italian Wife. Italian Bills. Italian Dark Side Fit. Italian Life. Italian Wife. Italian Chill. Italian Can't Give Her Pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I am a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish. And then I'm half kind of European mix.
My life today is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like, every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
Your life is nothing.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still bagging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
Now, I do have a favor to ask, okay? I mentioned this on tonight's late stream. I'm going to probably be mentioning it on every stream this week. Here's the deal. This week, I have 2 very large bills due. But then, I also have my day off on Wednesday. I bring this up because I need you to refocus your support if you were already planning on supporting me this weekend.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Phil's a joke, Phil's a clown.
Fucking loser.
Phil's this, Phil's that.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a joke, Phil's a clown. Phil's this, Phil's that.
Always going broke.
Phil's a beggar.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar.
If you think that someone who has to live day to day on tips and shit is funny, oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. Ha 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 ha. No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up.
Phil's a joke, Phil's a clown. Phil's this, Phil's that.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar.
Begging.
Phil's a beggar. Phil's a joke, Phil's a clown.
Always going broke.
Phil's this, Phil's that.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar. That's not begging.
Okay, I'll be honest, it makes me nervous because I've noticed recently there's actually been an uptick in super chats, which is great. It helps the channel long term, and certainly I'm not being ungrateful. And if that's the only way that you can contribute or support the channel, great. If you can help me and tip me, please do. That's what I need help with right now, okay? Again, I'm not asking for anything above and beyond. You know idiots will come out in prayers. Phil's saying he wants you to pay directly.
This dude is a piece of fucking garbage.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream. I didn't make a lot of support yesterday. It's you guys and you know how much you're liking the content I'm doing in a given day, how much you can afford to support that content. Can you argue it's a begging model? I mean, I guess.
This dude is a piece of fucking garbage.
I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills.
Scumbags and mental cases on the internet still support me. I'm a beggar and I'm a loser and I'm on level 1. That I can't go on a honeymoon with my wife. I'm paycheck to paycheck. I'm on level 1.
I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills. I need this money, I get this money.
Guys, we are live. Phil is starting the pre-stream. Remember, tag me in chat if I miss anything on the cards. Make sure you keep me right. Well, a good chance of getting a full house today. Hopefully today's the day. So hi, fingers crossed guys, good luck, and yeah, it's game time.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Slim Taxi. Bethel.
Right. Oh, yeah, I got him. I can't. Wow, finally. Oh, hi everyone. How you doing? Didn't see you come in. Welcome to the Level 1 podcast. DSP here. Sorry, I was busy spending hundreds of thousands of dollars doing crazy pulls in a mobile game. But, you know, it's time now to start streaming for the week. So how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well.
Cringe as fuck. Cringe. He's desperately trying his best to own the meme, but he's not going the right way about doing it, man. He's just making himself look worse. Still won't admit to the fact that he was fucking playing WWE Champions on the daily crap. He still was afraid to admit to his own fans that he still plays that game and invests so much money in that fucking game. I hope somebody calls me minutes so we can trigger another fucking meltdown.
And welcome to the show. Today is Friday, the 5th of August, 2022, and I'm excited for a full and fun new week of game streaming for all of you. It's going to be a good one, good variety of stuff coming up this week. Today, I'm coming back from my day off. I'm excited to tell you about my day off yesterday. We got a lot of gaming news to actually discuss today. We got a ton of stuff to get through, all right?
Don't mind me, guys. I'm going to rewind to the start just in case. I feel like I'm at something, so I'm just going to rewind to the start where he's just being stupid. Just bear with me, guys.
All right. Oh,
Yeah, I got him. I can't. Wow, finally. Oh, hi everyone. How you doing? Didn't see you come in. Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. DSP here. Sorry, I was busy spending hundreds of thousands of dollars doing crazy pulls in a mobile game. But, it's time now to start streaming for the week. So how is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well, and welcome to the show. Today is Friday, the 5th of August, 2022, and I'm excited for a full and fun new week of game streaming for all of you. It's going to be a good one, good variety of stuff coming up this week. Today, I'm coming back from my day off. I'm excited to tell you about my day off yesterday. We got a lot of gaming news to actually discuss today. We got a ton of stuff to get through, all right? So hope that you guys are excited for what's to come. Where did that come from? We got a new addition to the setup, although admittedly, it doesn't look as good as I wish it did. Yesterday was my day off, and Kat and I were out, and we were just kind of basically going around doing errands and doing a little bit of window shopping because we don't have a lot of money. And a certain store that we had this on clearance for, I think it was, I want to say it was like 10 or 15 bucks. And I picked it up, and I'm like, man, this looks cool. This cool ghost lamp from Pac-Man. Like, man, that would actually probably be a good addition to the setup. People have been complaining that they don't want the box for my headphones up here. You know, these neck phones. I've had the box for those up there for like 7 to 8 months. And people have been complaining they don't like that. They want more original fun stuff for my setup. And I was like, man, I wish I could get this, but, I'm trying not to spend any money. And Kat's like, you know what? I get, I'll get it for you this week.
The one time Kat has ever fucking done anything financially helpful and meaningful in Phil's life. As far as we know, Kat does not fucking contribute to any of the fucking bills that Phil has to pay everything for. We don't, as far as we're aware, that Phil was told us anyway, Kat's money is her money. So which means I don't think she contributes anything to grocery shopping, mortgage, electricity, utilities, none of that shit. That's just, Phil's to be believed. Kat does not pay anything in that regard, and that kind of thing. So if Kat to spend any money on Phil's quite a rarity. Hey, Kid Flum, how you doing?
And I was like, oh, that's nice. Considering that literally every dollar of my money has to go towards bills and errands and stuff. She was like, oh, I'll actually get it for you as something nice to add to your setup for this week. Because
there you go, you just basically admitted it. Phil pays for everything when it comes to the bills. Kat does not contribute one fucking cent to the fucking household, maintenance and the financial support for the house. It's all Phil. Kat, even though she apparently works according to Phil, does not contribute a fucking penny. That is all on Phil. And obviously, because it's all on Phil, it's all on his fans to make sure they give him enough money so he can fucking pay the shit that Kat could be helping pay.
Sale too, it wasn't expensive. Like I said, it was like 50. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Considering that literally every dollar of my money has to go towards bills and errands and stuff. She was like, oh, I'll actually get it for you as something nice to add to your setup for this week. Because it was on sale too, it wasn't expensive. Like I said, it was like 15 bucks. So we get it. I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. It's a color changing Pac-Man ghost lamp. It's supposed to go from all the different colors of the Pac-Man ghosts. Purple, blue, orange, reddish, and I think it has green as well, although I don't think there's a green Pac-Man ghost. So I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cool, man. It'll replace the box that everyone's complained about for months and months. It fits perfectly into the setup. All right, so I put it on there. I turn on the camera to test it. I'm like, wait a minute, what the? Why does it look white? Why does it look so bright? And why does it look white? I mean, you can tell it's very slowly changing colors, but you can barely make it out. Like right now it's blue. Now it's turning like purplish. See that? Now it's going to turn, let's see. Now it's turning dark purple. Actually, you can see the dark purple. Oh, now it turned red. You can actually see the dark purple and the red. Those two colors you can see. Now it just looks white. In reality, it's supposed to be like sky blue, but it looks pure white on the camera. Now it's dark blue. How does it look? It still kind of looks pure white on the camera. See that? Oh, now it's purpley. Well, actually, it's really deep bluish purple. So it changes colors, and it's nice. Sometimes it'll show up, and sometimes it won't. You might say, well, I wonder why it looks like shit on Phil's setup. Well, have you ever been around here for my Christmas event? During my Christmas event, I have usually lights and things that I put up as decorations around me. And one of the things that I actually put on is a hat that says, let's get lit, and it has all these Christmas lights on it. So that hat has lights that are green, blue, red, I think yellow, like 4 or 5 different colors, and they actually change. Okay? But guess what? Guess what they all look like on the camera? White. Why? Because this camera is terrible. This is a webcam that's over 10 years old, a tiny lens. It doesn't have good light exposure or any kind of modes. So, because of that, anything that's bright looks like crap on this camera. And I looked at the settings and everything here. I'll look at it again. There's really nothing you can do. You know, the exposure kind of is what it is. If I go higher or lower, it won't even let me. You can't even. Yeah, I knew it. You can't even mess with the exposure or the gain. There's an auto button. If I uncheck the auto button. So now you can kind of see it, but now I'm in the dark. Now you can actually see the light, but now you can't see me, right? Well, you can actually see the color of the light. See, now it's purple. Let's see what it changes to now. Red. Even then, even now it doesn't even stand out well, which sucks in person. I'm telling you, in person, this light looks good. Yeah, look. And obviously you don't want to go high. Oh! What about lower? If I go all the way down in exposure, it actually looks pretty good. See that? Wow, it looks really blue now. Look at that. That looks like nice deep blue. Right now it's sky blue. It doesn't really look sky blue. Even now, yeah, it's just the camera's not very good. You know, there's not much I can do about that. Oh, it's supposed to be green right now. It doesn't look green at all. It's like the camera can't even record green. It doesn't look green to me. Now it's blue again. It goes red every once in a while too. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about it with this camera. You know, eventually, as we've already talked about a couple weeks ago, hopefully later this year things get better for me financially to a point where maybe we can run a marathon or a special fundraising event. And if we do that, then I can raise funds to get a new PC. Once I get a new PC, then I can try to get a new camera, and that would make stuff like this look so much better. I know you've probably seen lots of other content creators in their setups have lighting and things that's really fancy. I can't do that. My setup is so primitive and so outdated, it would look like shit. Even if I spent money on the stuff, it would look like that. It would look white. So what would be the point? Okay? So anyway, for now, it'll be on. If you guys find it way too distracting, we can get rid of it, but then we got to bring back the headphone box. Or we just leave it off. If you leave it off, it doesn't look good at all. It looks like just white. But you can't even see the eyeballs on it when it's off and not turned on, but, you know, power. So anyway, everyone, I'm back. I'm ready for a fun week. We got a good combination of stuff today, all right? First of all, we're going to talk about my day off, everything that I did. We're going to talk about gaming news. If you guys aren't aware, it's actually EVO weekend, and this is the first time EVO has happened in 3 years. 2 years ago because it was canceled because of the pandemic. Last year it was canceled because of pedophilia. I'm not kidding. So this year, it's finally back. It's owned by Sony. It's totally different, supposedly. They've basically turned EVO into a convention. Even though there will be a large-scale tournament taking place, there's apparently a ridiculous amount of convention-like stuff going on. There's giant booths and everything, much like any other convention you would go to. So, we shall see how it goes this year. But if there's any new news coming out of EVO regarding fighting games that interest me, I'm going to be talking about it over the course of this weekend. Already we have some today that I'm going to be talking about, okay? So, it should be a fun day. We got other news as well to talk about. I want to talk a little bit about what we can do about this, because at this point now, every day this is plummeting and going down further. And essentially what that tells me is that we need to really seriously discuss it and figure out what to do about it, because obviously people are not going to become members of the channel if they don't feel like there's a good incentive. We need to create a good incentive. All right. So we got a lot to talk about today. Okay. Okay. All right. So where do we get started? Right. Let's start with the Phil's Day Off segment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little segment I like to call Phil's Day Off. Phil's Day Off. Phil's Day Off. All right, I either got to change the battery or throw this thing out. I think I do have watch batteries downstairs, because that's the style that it takes. I'm going to have to go change it. This is not working. I got to go change out the batteries, and hopefully. Thing is, I've had this thing for so many years, it might, like, the batteries might be like, you know, when you have a device with batteries for a long, long time, sometimes they corrode, even if there's no reason for them to. I wonder if this is still going to be functional once I replace the batteries, but I'll check that out later today. I'll see if I can open that up and replace those batteries. Anyway. Phil's Day Off. Boom tish, or whatever the sound effect would be. So yesterday, I was not streaming. Instead, I had a day off with my family, and for a change, I was actually spending time with my wife out and about. We were not at home all day long. A lot of our days off as of late have been spent at home because, number one, we just don't have a lot of money, and number two, because of heat or scheduling or whatever it may be. In this case, this is the first time we had actually been out and about for a long time. We actually decided to do a few different things than usual. One thing that we actually did is we decided to go to a different grocery store to do our weekly grocery shopping. We've been going to the same grocery store pretty much forever. Every once in a while, we would go to a store, like, for example, when we were making our homemade sauce recipe, marinara sauce, we would go to a different store because a different store had some of the ingredients we needed that our local grocery store did not. And or we would go to Trader Joe's because, if you can believe it, Trader Joe's would actually have some of the ingredients for cheaper than the other grocery stores. I don't know how that works because Trader Joe's typically is known as more the premium brand. Everything's more expensive, but it was the case, okay? So, yesterday we went to a different grocery store. And it's a little different, you know, layouts are different, products are definitely different. For example, usually I drink one of 2 to 3 different flavors of seltzer water. This particular grocery store had like 20 different flavors, like insane. They had everything you could think of. They had like a strawberry, a watermelon, a grape, mango, citrus, raspberry, blueberry, berry mix, like a million different flavors. So I was excited about that. Like, hey, we're going to try some new stuff. We did. Basically, this week, we still got the ingredients to the meals that we love, but we're trying it with a little bit of a mix. So, for example, sometimes we do this pasta dish. My wife calls it Cajun chicken pasta, where typically what it is, it's some pre-cooked chicken, like from chicken, you know, chicken breast. They'll pre-cook it. They'll chop it up into strips. Sometimes you toss those in like salad or whatever. So she would do it with pasta, some kind of pasta, sometimes linguine or spaghetti, with this sauce she makes with Cajun seasoning in it, and then some green onions, red peppers, and a few other things, and mix it in with the chicken. So it's kind of a creamy, cheesy, but it has a lot of vegetable flavor too. It's interesting. Well, they don't have the same chicken. So we actually got a new kind of chicken. It's blackened chicken, where the chicken's already been pre-seasoned and grilled with this blackened seasoning on it. We're going to try that this week and see if it's any good. So it was actually fun because, unlike a usual grocery run, which is kind of tedious and boring, like, all right, I know where everything is. It's going to be the same as usual. Run through, grab as many store brands as possible or whatever, right? Instead, trying to basically grab different variations of the same ingredients from this store. So this week, our meals, even though essentially they're the same meals, may be a little different because everything's just a little bit of a different twist to it. So that'll be interesting. And actually, this particular grocery store has a really good baked goods department, like significantly good bread and pastries, that kind of stuff. So I ended up getting a pack of ciabatta rolls. I haven't had ciabatta rolls in like years. And so I went, ooh, this is going to be good. Got some fresh sandwiches on ciabatta rolls and stuff this week. And my wife actually got a pack of muffins, which our usual grocery store, the muffins are terrible. We never buy them there because they taste like shit. This place, everything there, like I said, the baked goods are great. So, that was one of the things we did. You know, we were out and about, like I said, one store that we happened to just go into. A newer store in our area that we hadn't been to yet had all this stuff on sale, and this ended up being like half price. Like, oh, okay, let's grab it. Why not? I know I wasn't going to get it. My wife offered to get it for me because it was so cheap. It was a nice addition to the streams, right? Some nice odds and ends and things like that. Of course, we got stuff for Jasper. And then after a long day out, basically running a ton of errands, we ended up going to a restaurant. I've mentioned it before, but I don't know how recent it was. It's basically a restaurant that's supposed to be like island food, like tropical style food. So they'll have different kinds of seafood dishes, different kinds of tropical themed, like jerk chicken and stuff like that. So I ended up getting what they call it is a pineapple bowl. They take a pineapple and they hollow it out, and then they basically put ingredients in there, and you get different things. So I got jerk chicken. So it was seasoned jerk chicken with pieces of pineapple, peppers, rice, and a delicious like tangy jerk seasoning sauce, and that was really good. And then Kat ended up getting a stuffed plantain. What is it? They take a big plantain, they roast it, they cut it open, and they stuff it. All right, and then they put in all kinds of ingredients. There's seasoned flavored rice, seasoned beef, all kinds of stuff they put in there. All right, so it was good. It was, you know, being that we actually got to leave the house for the first time in a very long time. It was a nice thing. Being, like I said, usually my day off, we stay home, and I end up going out and kind of running errands and things, and not really doing much, coming home and just kind of watching my wife play video games and relaxing. We actually had a day out, which was very nice to have that one meal out a week. Like I said, that's basically our date. That's our date for the week, is to go out and have one nice meal together, and it was very nice. Okay, so I enjoyed it. It was a good day, and the other cool thing, it actually wasn't hot. Meaning it cooled down significantly, which was very nice. It had been so hot, you know, over the course of the last week and a half, where we had this insane heat wave, and now things had then cooled down. All right, so it was very nice to be out in a day with mostly clouds and enjoying the weather and having a nice day with my wife as opposed to being cooped up inside the house. So that was our day off. Nothing too spectacular. Again, we didn't spend a lot of money. It was just the essentials we needed and having one nice meal out. You know, it was a nice day for a change. Trying to think of anything else of note really happened. Not really. Not really, except, you know, wake up this morning to the sound of Jasper vomiting on the bed. That's always a good one. Like, oh, a nice day. Wake up. Nice refresh. What's that sound? Oh, what's that pumping sound? It sounds like a hydraulic pump. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bleh. All over the bed. So now we have to wash the sheets and everything today, even though we weren't planning on it, because Jasper vomited all over the bed in the morning.
Money,
great.
Money,
anyway.
Yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Storm Martin EBFG, for the subscription. Much appreciated. Yeah, no wonder fucking Jasper's throwing up on Phil. He'd make me fucking sick too.
So, delightful, right? Excuse me. So all that being said, had a decent day out yesterday. All right, let's talk about this week coming up. Let's talk about game news and the like. All right, so first of all, let's talk about the schedule. Okay. Today, we return to Batman Arkham Asylum. Playthrough I've very much enjoyed. A playthrough that's been a good time so far. Everyone's been having a good time with it. Re-experiencing the game with an interactive audience is very different from the original playthrough 13 years ago. I'm trying to do all the fun Riddler stuff, which is good. I'm really having, very enjoyable. And from what people are telling me, because I don't remember the length of the game, basically today, if all I did today was story, okay, I likely would beat it. But as you know, the game has a ridiculous amount of Riddler content, and we still have not even unlocked all the gadgets. There's one gadget left in the game, which is the upgraded Bat Claw. It's the one that when you pull, you like break walls down. And there's already been several areas in the game where you can do that I haven't been able to do puzzles in. So once we get that, we're gonna have to go back through the game to every area and basically do all the puzzles that I haven't been able to complete as of now. There already are a few with the line launcher that I couldn't do earlier in the game, and now I can do, but I haven't really backtracked yet to do those because I'm kind of waiting for the upgraded Bat Claw. So once we get that, then go back and do everything. All right, and there's been some people who've been attending this playthrough particularly to help me out with that stuff. I did not complete all the Riddler challenges in my first playthrough 13 freaking years ago. It was very different back then. You know.
Apparently Barrett Wells is saying that Phil said people telling me. Or people, Barrett Wells is saying that Phil said people telling me. And that is basically the same as people saying. So I think I should take it. Does everyone else agree? People telling me is the same as people saying, surely. It's just another way of saying people saying, and I think it counts. I think it's a very fair assumption to say it counts, yeah. Everyone's saying yes, everyone's saying agreed. Good spot, Barrett Wells, I do appreciate that, and everyone's agreeing with you, so well done, Barrett Wells, for that. We're ticking that off. Another one down. People saying, so it's not a bad start at all. Yeah, we're doing quite well. And he's definitely going to talk about gifted memberships, he's going to talk about support as well. Yeah, I'm quite happy how things are going so far. But yeah, thanks for keeping me right, guys. Again, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Sometimes I just miss these things. It's very hard to just also pay attention to Phil when he goes on and just bores the shit out of you, you know what I mean? So I'm glad this is a very interactive thing where we can all try and keep each other right. And I'm trying my best to spot him as well, guys. But I'm keeping an eye in chat as well. So I do appreciate it. And hopefully today's the day we get a full house.
Like I said, that was a playthrough where I took time off of my job, because this was not my job back then, to basically play this game as a new release. And it was very fun. And, you know, a different time for sure, where I was just basically trying to get a playthrough out as soon as possible, just focusing on the story. Did I do Riddler stuff? Yeah, when I found it. Now, I still remember that first night. I played it so long, I got drunk at night, and I was trying to play, and I couldn't remember I had the line launcher. And I actually got stuck on a part that I beat, you know, easily last time, because I couldn't remember I had the line launcher to get across it in that first run, you know, 13 years ago. Things were very different back then. So, so all that being said, it's great. I'm very excited for more today, but even if I try to like 100% the Riddler stuff, likely 2 more streams today and 1 more time over the weekend. I don't foresee this being any longer than, you know, 2 more streams to wrap it up. So it should be fun. I'm excited for today. These streams are always chill and interactive, and I hope that you guys will join me for it, for the fun. If you haven't been around for the playthrough and you never saw the original, it's actually been a very fun interactive experience. It's one of my more interactive streams where we talk about not only Batman, but the Riddler stuff and everything. It's been one of those opportunities where we kind of talk a lot. It's a playthrough I've already played. It's not like a brand new game, so we have opportunity to have a lot of discussion. I really enjoyed doing it like that, so. Okay. Very good. All right, so good stuff. And then later tonight, it is Friday Night Fight. How apropos that I'm playing fighting games the weekend that EVO is beginning. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time tonight. old school Street Fighter and other fighting game fun in the Capcom Fighting Collection. Hopefully we'll find competition. Maybe we'll find some more competition because EVO's going on. I don't know. Typically, it's kind of weird because a lot of times in previous years, now of course not last year, the year before, but previous years when EVO took place, I would play fighting games and people would be like, why are you playing fighting games? Everyone's watching EVO. And then I would get like double the competition than usual. It seems like when EVO's happening, people are kind of inspired to play fighting games for some reason. And usually you get some more comp. I don't know if that'll be the case with the Capcom Fighting Collection, but we'll see tonight, okay? Tomorrow, Final Fantasy VII continues. We're currently a big chunk into Disc 2 of the game. Thank you so much to those who are attending those streams and helping me, because again, I haven't played that game in some 20 plus freaking years, and to be re-experiencing it with a modern interactive audience has been absolutely great. I'm having a great time with it. You guys are helping me to find all the stuff I didn't originally know about in my first runs. We're making good progress. I'm sure it'll be a combination of story and side content. Now again, must reiterate, 2 things about the Final Fantasy VII playthrough. First of all, some people have asked, will I do all of the very difficult content in the game? And what I mean by that is the weapon fights, where you need to basically grind a really high amount in order to get high enough level or whatever to survive them, and then you also have to try to get some of the best summons in the game, which are insanely time-consuming to get. Or will I basically just play through the end of the story and that's it? That's up to you guys. If you guys want to see me do all the content, I'm okay with that, but I need people to show up, engage, and support that content. It can't be, oh, Phil does 3 extra streams of Final Fantasy VII to do the grindy shit, but no one shows up, everyone says it's boring. What was the point? Right? So, I'm okay with that. Or, if you just want to see the end of the story, we can do that. I guess we'll see tomorrow what happens. Last time when I played Final Fantasy VII, admittedly, the attention started to wane. You know, everything. The amount of people who showed up, the engagement of the people that were there, and the support was all on the slower side when I played this last. I would hope that's not a pattern. I would hope maybe it was just a one-off, because before then it was always good. We'll see what happens tomorrow when I play it, okay? Okay. Tomorrow night, more multiverses, which I'm excited for, and there is some multiverses news to talk about in the news segment today, so we'll get to that in a moment. We will chat about that, right after I finish with the schedule segment, okay? So, multiverses update soon, but more multiverses gameplay on the late stream. As you know, I've been having a great time with the game. I just unlocked Bugs Bunny, started using him, and I actually like him, so I'm excited for more Bugs Bunny on Saturday night, okay? Sunday is potentially the conclusion of Batman Return to Arkham Asylum. If there really is only enough content for 2 more streams, then likely I am going to be wrapping it up on Sunday, and then Sunday night is going to be the beginning of something new. What will it be? Well, interesting that you would ask that, because during my day off, I ran a poll on my Twitter. Now you might say, well, why do you run a poll on Twitter instead of on your channel page of YouTube? Well, there's a really good answer for that. It's a really stupid one, but it's still a good one, okay? So, I wanted to run this poll on my YouTube channel page under the community tab. The problem is, you can't do it on mobile, because when I tried, the thing glitches out constantly. It's like, oh, let me click, okay, create a poll. All of a sudden it auto zooms in, and now you can't see anything. If you try to scroll to the right to hit like post, it just takes you to the next tab of the community of the channel page. So once again, YouTube, a decade ago, changed everything about their site for the worse. All right, channel pages on YouTube used to be very colorful, creative, and interesting. They had sections branded for what kind of a person you deemed you were. If you were a comedian, if you were a blogger, if you were someone who did more informative content, or if you were a performer, if you were a gamer. There were different sections you could set up that catered to those categories on YouTube. All right. You actually had a social media interaction. There was a way for people to talk to you directly on the channel page. You could respond. You could actually post up fun, highlighted stuff. There was all kinds of stuff. And one of the major awesome things about YouTube back then, you could have a custom background. And my channel page back in the day, you know, when YouTube was a different animal, and when I was very, very popular for being a gamer, my channel page was one of the most viewed, not just for gamers, it was one of the most viewed channel pages on the entire site every day. People would come to DSP Gaming and check out all the new gameplay, the new videos I liked, they're highlighted, the things I had to say. I had a schedule that was running on the side. So right now, I post up my schedule where? On my Twitter and on the community tab. There actually used to be a schedule right on the main channel page, right in front of you. You didn't even have to ask any questions. The moment you went to DSP Gaming, my schedule was there in front of you. Okay? There was a running list of all the game playthroughs I completed, and people were actually working on linking those to the actual playthroughs. You click on it and go to the playthrough. So, all this was happening, and then one day, YouTube decided mobile was the future. That so many people were now increasingly using these devices to view things on the internet that they wanted to cater their entire site to mobile. So they removed literally everything I just mentioned. Every feature, even the ability to add the custom background, all completely removed from YouTube. The YouTube pages completely lost their identity, and now they basically just became a kind of a boring blank slate with nothing interesting about them at all. Okay? Just everything looks like a textbook page, plain white. Okay? So YouTube claimed they did that because they wanted their YouTube pages to work on mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2022, and I can't even do a basic thing on YouTube like post up a poll on mobile. It doesn't work.
It's 2022, and you can't do a basic thing. Full stop, Phil. You are fucking stupid as hell at most things you try and tackle in your pathetic little life. This is why Stream Chat holds your goddamn hand every single fucking game, or even for fucking things that aren't related to games like fucking events. You can't even fucking build a PC. Apparently you fucking built PCs back in the day, but you don't have a fucking clue to do it these days, even though it's apparently a lot easier these days. There's a lot more help these days to get that shit done. Hell, Prophet built a fucking PC himself during a bingo session before. He did it live on his stream while I was fucking checking into the bingo. He built a whole PC. Then during the rest of the event, he actually got all OBS not shit installed and all the programs installed. It didn't take long for Prophet to get everything set up. Less than the time it takes for Phil to do one event. So like 3 hours or something. Like 3 hours or something at most. I think it took Prophet to go from building it to getting everything installed in it. Phil would fucking take multiple days, I think. And he'd probably keep fucking up and breaking shit.
Work. It glitches out. So whoever was in charge 10 years ago, good for you. You completely destroyed your fucking site's creativity just in order to add in functionality that doesn't work 10 years later. You still haven't figured it out. Anyway, so I put up a poll on my Twitter, which I knew I was going to get way less responses on my Twitter than I was on my channel page, but it is what it is. Here is the question. Out of all the Game Pass games which I tried out in the last week, which are you more interested in seeing me play further? No wrong answers, okay? The choices were Toy Story 3, Route 96, Escape Academy, and Bassmaster 2022. If you don't know what those games are, check out the channel from the last few days. I actually played them all here, and you'll see little gameplay excerpts from each game, in those Game Pass exploration videos that I put out, okay? Here is the results of that poll. Toy Story 3, 36% of the vote. Route 96, 17% of the vote. Escape Academy, 10% of the vote. And Bassmaster 2022, 37% of the vote. Really got to change that battery. Damn, you guys want to see some fish. You guys really like fish. I don't know what it is. Is it their glassy eyes? Their slippery?
He said like. I think that counts. Should that count, guys? You guys really like fish? Likes? Is that going to count? Do we agree that's him saying likes? You guys really like fish? I mean, if it counts, it's a bingo. That's a diagonal line. I want everyone to agree before actually. Several people are saying no. Several people are saying no. Yeah, when it's a split like this, I don't tend to go with it because it causes too much. And it needs to be unanimous, and he is technically not using likes in the way I meant it. I'm talking about like YouTube likes, not shit. He's just talking about liking things in general. Yeah, there's too many no's. We're going to undo it. It's not a bingo yet. Okay.
Handled mentality. I don't know. But apparently, you guys really enjoyed seeing me try out the tutorial of Bassmaster the other day. And it's the most voted game on Twitter, at least. All right? So, here's what I'm thinking. Here, bear with me. Let's see if your line of reasoning is the same as mine. Okay? Out of all the games that I'm playing right now, what am I going to finish first? Definitely Batman. That's ending soon. Okay? But we already beat a bunch of other games that I was doing as the late night stream, so we need a late night game as well. So we're going to need both a late night stream game and we're going to need a daytime stream game. All right? Bassmaster is not a game that is going to have any kind of a narrative-based campaign. It's just going to be you going fishing and doing tournaments and the like. That's really not catered towards a mainstream kind of a deal. In addition, I don't think that if I'm playing Bassmaster multiple times during the week, that it's really going to retain too much attention. I think maybe once a week is a good way to do it because it's kind of like a chill stream. Remember how I used to do Minecraft like one time a week for an extended period of time? Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking. Not much, but here's what I'm thinking. Sunday night, we need a new game. Let's try Bassmaster as a late night stream. Let's do it as a 2-hour late night chill stream on Sunday night. Bassmaster premiere. We'll actually go into the main meat of the game rather than the tutorial stages, okay? And we'll see if it works. If it works, if it ends up being chill and fun and interactive and you guys like it, then it's probably something that I would seek to do long term. Maybe once a week, we could do a silly Bassmaster fishing stream. I even have a fisherman style hat. They actually have this hat in the game, and I could wear this hat if we hit the tips goal for Bassmaster streams. Okay, how cool is that? Pretty silly that I never intended this to be that kind of a hat, but it absolutely is. In fact, you see this band here on it? Typically an angler would actually put their lures onto that band, and you would see an angler with a bunch of lures on their hat that they take off and they actually fish with. Okay, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that'll be Sunday night. Now, so that means Sunday would essentially be the probable conclusion of Batman Arkham Asylum with the premiere of Bassmaster. Okay? Monday, more Final Fantasy VII. At this point, after having played it 2 times this week, will we be heading near the end of the game? Probably so. But again, if we're going to do the grindy stuff, it'll be longer. We'll see. Then Monday night, we have an open option. All right? What I'm thinking is we could do a few different things. Apparently, first of all, there was a new game that came out yesterday on Game Pass. I forget exactly what it's called, but what it is essentially, it's a combination of Rocket League with golf. I don't know if it's anywhere near as good as Rocket League. I also don't know if it has any longevity, but it might be nice to just mess around with it for like one stream and see if it's any good. I forget exactly what it's called. It's like Turbo Golf Racing or something like that is the name of it. And it just came out, like I said. Maybe we could give it a shot and see if it's anything good. All right? If it sucks, it sucks. We don't have to do it, at length, but we can at least try it out, right? Now, I also think that what we're going to end up doing is adopting one of the other Game Pass games that I've been interested in. I don't know if that'll be Route 96 or it'll be Escape Academy, but I like both. I was interested in both. And I think I want to kind of add that into the variety of stuff on the late nights. Okay? So essentially my late night streams would be some multiverses every 2 to 3 days, Bassmaster once a week, and then something else thrown into the mix for variety. Okay? Daytime streams. We're going to finish Batman, and then when Batman is done, yes, I am officially announcing it, we are going to do a major playthrough of Toy Story 3. It's actually a full-length game. It's not like a short game that you can beat in like 6 hours, apparently. Apparently, the game is full-fledged and has some good amount of content. I'm actually going to do a real playthrough of it, okay? So I'm excited for that. You guys seem to want it. I'm excited for that too, all right? Now, if none of that sounds good to you, don't worry. There's a new game coming out later on next week. It's called 2 Point Campus. It actually comes out, excuse me, on the 9th. So when 2 Point Campus comes out, I'm going to give it a shot, and we're going to see what it's all about. All right. Chances are we may be playing 2 Point Campus before I actually play Toy Story 3. All right. So, Jade, what's going on? Good to see you. And that's fine. He's going to eat lunch. So he probably won't be in chat for a little bit. No problem. So, variety coming up this week. And here's the thing. Not everything may work. Not everything may be a home run. That's okay. Not every game that I play is going to be the most mainstream popular for everyone.
Apparently, I missed a thumbs up. Lucky Brand said it filtered a thumbs up very quickly, and I think most of us may have missed it. I can't mind how long ago it... fucking rewind. Yeah, fuck it, we'll rewind, we'll fucking rewind a wee bit. It's like here. We'll rewind to here and see if we can split a thumbs up.
And see if it's anything good, alright? If it sucks, it sucks. We don't have to do it, at length, but we can at least try it out, right? Now, I also think that what we're going to end up doing is adopting one of the other Game Pass games that I've been interested in. I don't know if that'll be Route 96 or it'll be Escape Academy, but I like both. I was interested in both. And I think I want to kind of add that into the variety of stuff on the late nights. Okay? So essentially my late night streams would be some multiverses every 2 to 3 days, Bassmaster once a week, and then something else thrown into the mix for variety. Okay? Daytime streams. We're going to finish Batman, and then when
Lucky Brand was right. That was a thumbs up.
Something else thrown into the mix for variety. Okay? Daytime streams. We're going to finish back.
That we all missed that. That's a legitimate proper thumbs up, and we all missed that. We all blanked in that. Well done, Lucky Brand, for spotting that, man. That was a fucking good spot. I think most of us missed that, man. Bloody hell. So thank you very much, Lucky Brand, for that. Let's get it all ticked off. There we go. So that's another one for the bingo card. And Leyland, I seen your message there. Thanks for the thanks for the kind words, and thanks for wishing us good luck. And you're working on a response video to DSP and all that. So yeah, good luck with that. There's a lot to unpack there for sure, Leyland. But yeah, thanks for checking in. Good luck with the response video. But yeah, as I said, guys, you can see how important it is to try and keep each other right for the chat. You know, I don't mind rewinding to check the shit, you know, just to make sure, oh, that's what did happen. We can fucking, you know, tick it off in the card. It's a great spot. I mean, Phil's probably go down our thumbs up at some point, you know what I mean? But it's always good to kind of be sure. You never know. There's no guarantees he would do it again. Yeah, thanks again, Lucky Brand, for that. Good spot.
Batman. And then when Batman is done, yes, I am officially announcing it. We are going to do a major playthrough of Toy Story 3. It's actually a full-length game. It's not like a short game that you can beat in like 6 hours, apparently. Apparently, the game is full-fledged and has some good amount of content. I'm actually going to do a real playthrough of it. Okay.
Apparently, he pointed at a camera when he started talking about the fishing game. Did I do it? Rewind. So when he started talking about the fishing game. So about here?
Retain too much attention. I think maybe once a week is a good way to do it because it's kind of like a chill stream, remember?
No, maybe before that. Just things.
Damn! You guys want to see some fish. You guys really like fish. I don't know what it is. Is it their glassy eyes? Their slippery, when handled mentality? I don't know. But apparently, you guys really enjoyed seeing me try out the tutorial of Bassmaster the other day. And it's the most voted game on Twitter, at least. Alright? So...
Was it before this or after this? If it's before this, I'm pretty much sure we're going to go. But he started talking about the fucking game right now.
So, here's what I'm thinking.
Oh. Is that a camera pointing? He's just pointing in the air.
It's the most voted game on Twitter, at least. Alright? So, here's what I'm thinking. Here, bear with me. Let's see if your line of reasoning is the same as mine. Okay? Out of all the games that I'm playing right now, what am I going to finish first? Definitely Batman. That's ending soon.
Right, I'm going to... Guys, I'm going to go 2 times speed here because I've seen this before. Let's see if he points at the camera in 2 times speed, alright?
We already beat a bunch of other games that I was doing as a late night stream, so we need a late night game as well. So we're going to need both a late night stream game and we're going to need a daytime stream game, alright? Bassmaster is not a game that is going to have any kind of a narrative-based campaign. It's just going to be you going fishing and doing tournaments and the like. You know, that's really not catered to the mainstream kind of a deal. In addition, I don't think that if I'm playing Bassmaster multiple times during the week, that's really going to retain too much attention. I think maybe once a week is a good way to do it because it's kind of like a chill stream. Remember, I used to do Minecraft like 1 time a week for an extended period of time? Okay? So, here's what I'm thinking. Not much, but here's what I'm thinking. Sunday night, we need a new game. Let's try Bassmaster as a late night stream. Let's do it as a 2-hour late night chill stream on Sunday night. Bassmaster Premiere. We'll actually go to the main meat of the game rather than the tutorial stages, okay? And we'll see if it works. If it works, if it ends up being chill and fun and interactive and you guys like it, then it's probably something that I would seek to do long term, maybe once a week. We do a silly Bassmaster fishing stream. I even have a fisherman style hat. They actually have this hat in the game, and I could wear this hat if we hit the tips goal for Bassmaster streams. Okay, how cool is that? Pretty silly that I never intended this to be that kind of a hat, but it absolutely is. In fact, you see this band here on it? Typically an angler would actually put their lures onto that band, and you would see an angler with a bunch of lures on their hat that they take off and they actually fish with. Okay, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that'll be Sunday night. Now, so that means Sunday would essentially be the probable conclusion of Batman Arkham Asylum with the premiere of Bassmaster, okay? Monday, more Final Fantasy VII. At this point, after having played it 2 times this week, we'll be heading near the end of the game, probably so, but again, if we're going to do the grindy stuff, it'll be longer, we'll see. Then Monday night, we have an open option, all right? What I'm thinking is we can do a few different things. Apparently, first of all, there was a new game that came out yesterday on Game Pass. I forget exactly what it's called, but what it is essentially the combination of Rocket League with golf. I don't know if it's anywhere near as good as Rocket League. I also don't know if it has any longevity, but
So, apparently, just as I looked away to try and focus on like the timings of shit.
That band, and you would see an angler with a bunch of lures on their hat that they take off and they actually fish with. Okay, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that'll be Sunday night. Now, so that means Sunday would essentially be the probable conclusion of Batman Arkham Asylum with the premiere of Bassmaster. Okay, Monday.
Oh, you talking about that? Are you talking about what happened
would essentially be the probable conclusion of Batman Arkham Asylum with the premiere of Bassmaster. Okay.
That's like rapid. Hang on, that's a fucking rapid one. It feels... Is that a camera point? Jesus Christ, man, this is what we're fucking looking for right now. It kind of is a camera point, you know.
With the premiere of Bassmaster, okay?
Wait for it. He's pointing his little finger, he's pointing his finger. To me, he's kind of pointing at a
with
camera.
With the premiere of Bassmaster.
Yeah, fucking slow motion of shit, just fucking... For the sake of fucking being, you know, inclusive.
Okay.
Wait, look at the finger, go towards the camera. Yeah. Guys, I'm counting that. That counts, that's definitely aimed at the camera. That's a wee point aimed at the goddamn camera. I'm counting that shit. Plus, you know, apparently it does like plenty more later on. Now, fuck it, we're counting it, there we go. Camera point is ticked off. Good spot, good shout, guys. Now, I'm going to go 1.25 speed. And I'm going to go forward a bit more, just so we can catch up to where we left off before.
Monday, more Final Fantasy VII. At this point, after having played it 2 times this week, we'll be heading near the end of the game, probably so. But again, if we're going to do the grindy stuff, it'll be longer. We'll see. Then Monday night, we have an open option. All right. What I'm thinking is we could do a few different things. Apparently, first of all, there was a new game that came out yesterday on Game Pass. I forget exactly what it's called, but what it is essentially, it's a combination of Rocket League with golf. That's the name of games that I've been interested in. I don't know if that'll be Route 96 or it'll be Escape Academy, but I like both. I was interested in both. And I think I want to kind of add that into the variety of stuff on the late nights.
Right, we've seen this shit, okay? Yeah.
So essentially my late night streams would be some multiverses every 2 to 3 days, Bassmaster once a week, and then something else thrown into the mix for variety.
Right, I think this is where I left off.
Daytime streams. We're going to finish Batman, and then when Batman is done, yes, I am officially announcing it, we are going to do a major playthrough of Toy Story 3.
Yeah,
it's actually a full-length game. It's not like a short game that you can beat in like 6 hours, apparently. Apparently the game is full-fledged and has some good amount of content. I'm actually going to do a real playthrough of it, okay?
Okay, we'll just play.
So I'm excited for that. You guys seem to want it. I'm excited for that too. All right. Now, if none of that sounds good to you, don't worry. There's a new game coming out later on next week. It's called 2 Point Campus. It actually comes out, excuse me, on the 9th. So when 2 Point Campus comes out, I'm going to give it a shot, and we're going to see what it's all about. All right. Chances are we may be playing 2 Point Campus before I actually play Toy Story 3. All right. So, Jade, what's going on? Good to see you, and that's fine. He's going to eat lunch, so he probably won't be in chat for a little bit. No problem. So, variety coming up this week. And here's the thing. Not everything may work. Not everything may be a home run. That's okay. Not every game that I play is going to be the most mainstream popular for everyone. Right now, there's nothing going on in games. There just isn't. Okay? There's no new releases that are of major significance. So there's not much you can do about that. You know, later on this month, there will be the new Saints Row, another game called Midnight Fight Express. It's an indie combat game made by only one person, but it looks really good. Pac-Man World Repack, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection, and Destroy All Humans. Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Prophet, for the super chat. It says Golf, Sasquatch, Liquidity, Valedictorian, and College Graduate here. I cannot believe you made me say all those things in the fucking full manner of speaking, for Christ's sake. This one is Golf. It's Golf. It's not Golf. It's Golf. Sasquatch, Liquidity, Valedictorian, and College Graduate here. Fuck me, man. Well, thank you very much, Prophet, for that super chat. And yeah, it's just fucking Phil being Phil, pretending to be smarter than he is. It's just fucking. It's so weird to hear him say golf. It's golf. It's golf. How can you not just say fucking golf? Everyone else can say fucking golf very easily. Phil fucking, it's Phil's turn. It's like golf. Golf. Fuck is wrong, man?
It's 2 remake. In September, we're also going to have Splatoon 3 coming up. I think there's more too, but I need to update my game release schedule. I haven't done it in a long time. So there is stuff to play, but we need to get through it like a few weeks before we get to the new stuff. I know it kind of sucks. People have been like, oh man, I've been waiting for new games for so long, and then Phil played new games for a few days and they were done, and now what? I hear you. It's a dead summer. Like, usually summer is slow. I think we've actually been spoiled a little bit over the last couple of years when we had games like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff right dead smack in the middle of summer. So it gave us something to do at a time when normally there'd be nothing going on. This year, there is nothing of significance going on. Seriously. Excuse me. So, let's see what happens. But that's kind of what I'm planning for this week. So, a brief recap. Batman and Final Fantasy continue. Batman will eventually finish. When it finishes, we're going to try 2 Point Campus. And likely, we're going to do a playthrough of Toy Story 3. Okay? The late night streams are going to be very different this week. We're going to have multiverses. We're going to have old school Street Fighter and other fighting games tonight. We're going to actually have Bassmaster and give it a shot and see if it works as a late night chill stream or not. I don't know if it will. And then we're going to have... excuse me. Got another frog in my throat. And then we're going to have variety, whether it means that I add in another one of these late night games, like I said, like Route 96 or... yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank Thank you very much, Food Hustler, for the tip. He says, will upgrading his entire sweaty man JPEG to 6 stars cost him another bankruptcy? It might very well do so. As far as I'm aware, he only has 1 6-star card so far they upgraded. Yeah, this pause. How the hell do I manage to get these pauses on point? I cannot understand. Give me a second, guys. I need to save this. I don't even know. Hang on, I need to make it full screen first. 2 seconds. I need to go full screen this. Give me a second, guys. It's going to look a bit strange for you, but I've got it full screen on our monitor, so I don't even know what face I would call this. What would you call this face? What expression is this? What the fuck kind of face and expression and mannerism would this be? The about to belch face, the sexually active fail. He soiled himself. That's I miss my chin face. That's the face he pulls when he pulls $110.09. The serious believe me face. I'm trying to think of a name for this fucking picture I just saved. Trust me guys face. I'm calling it a trust me guys face. Okay, well, back to the show, and I've got a picture saved.
Escape Academy or something else, we'll see, okay? But that's the idea, for variety's sake, and then, you know, we'll play it by ear. If some of those don't work, we can easily change over to other stuff, too. Okay? Now, by the way, I should bring this up. My allergies are still bothering me badly. It was pretty bad yesterday, so it's my day off, and I take one step outside, literally one step outside of this house. My eyes start to burn and swell up and water. My nose starts running. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Seriously, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I'm taking allergy meds. And even then it's still bad. Like yesterday was a really bad allergy day. I'm like, God damn it, man. When will fall come? I'm dying for it. So I definitely sound better today than I did a couple days ago. But I hope my throat doesn't swell up again. Remember, I was perfectly fine. I walked into this office, sat down, and my throat said, "Yoop," it swelled up. And then I sounded awful for the rest of the day. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? It's an allergic reaction to the pollen, you know? There's nothing I can do about it at all. You know, it is what it is. Someone said Zyrtec. That's what I'm taking. I'm taking the generic Zyrtec, which is just as good as the regular Zyrtec, same ingredient. So, you know, can't really do much else. I'm on the meds. Okay. All right, so we covered the schedule. Now, one thing that I want to say before we get started with this or news, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this week is the same as every month, the tightest week financially for me of the entire month. Here's why. Typically, the first into the second week of every month is the tightest, okay?
I just love how he's trying to treat us like a fucking normal thing. Like, before we even get into it, this week, like the same as every month. Phil, it's the fucking same every single day of every single fucking week. It's like it's like fucking pinking the brain, you know, what we're going to do fucking tomorrow, ping, you know, same thing we do every day. Try to fucking beg for more tips. It's just the same shit every fucking day. So, and apparently this fucking week in particular, the second week after payday is always the hardest for Phil, apparently. For some fucking reason, the second week after payday always hits hardest. For whatever fucking logical reason, fuck knows. I need to save his faces. Okay, fine. Hang on, got it on full screen, create a new, I'll just draw a wee line around it. Now, I need a name for this face as well, guys. What would you recommend calling this face? The begging face. I seen begging face in chat. Failed pool face, tight like cat face, I love my life face, please tip face, it is what it is face, beg face. I'm gonna go with beg face. Actually, I didn't pull. Okay, if I just called it "It's the guy's face." I'm building up a fucking collection of Phil faces, man. Jesus Christ! I get a fucking montage going at this rate.
Because I have two big bills that clear this week. One is my internet bill, and one are the dues for my home here. Okay? They're both due by the end of the week. Essentially, one is due like on the 9th, and then one usually clears around the 10th to 11th. All right? But not only do I have to have enough money for both of those, which, by the way, together total almost $1,000,
Then on top of that, I actually need to have money for a day off next week to go grocery shopping, to run errands, etc. Okay?
Hold the fuck up. No. Run that by me again, Phil.
Not only do I have to have enough money for both of those, which, by the way, together total almost $1,000.
So what was the bills for? Hang on, what was he saying the bills are for?
You know, can't really do much else. I'm on the meds. Okay. All right, so we covered the schedule.
No, so let him keep talking. Let me... 2 seconds, guys. I'm trying. The screen's going to go blank for a second. Don't worry about the screen going blank for a second. I'm just pulling up the tips tracker. Don't mind me. I'm on a fucking tips tracker now, fuck it. A wee detour, I know, but I just want to get this fucking prepared. Don't mind me at all, guys. I know fucking doing a live stream, a fucking podcast, I don't give a fucking shit, because I want to make sure he's not being completely disingenuous here. What was it he said he was paying? Let's go back to the fucking stream.
Now, one thing that I want to say is the same as every month. Of every month is the tightest. Okay.
Right. Come on.
Because I have 2 big bills that clear this week.
What are they?
One, it's my internet bill.
Internet bill. Okay. So the internet bill. We have that and that. Okay. And what else?
And one are the dues for my home here.
The dues for his home here. The dues. Condo dues. Okay. The 15th of each month. The mortgage is, including the mortgage as well. This is the Wakondo dues. I don't know if that actually counts, does it? 21st every other month. I don't know if that's going to be due this month or whatever. Electricity, gas. That's the thing is though, $1,200, sorry, for all that. Is it just the condo dues? Would it, oh wait, actually, I've been taking these things, I shouldn't have been taking them, sorry. So hang on, the 15th of each month, the Wakondo dues, and the internets. Is it just those 2 things? Is it just these 2 things then? The condo dues, $395, and the 2 internet things. If it's only these 3 things altogether, you know, the 2 internet bills and the Wakondo dues, that totals $763. He is rounding up massively to $1,000 just for the sake of being fucking disingenuous, I guess. Why can't Cat pay for this? I mean, Phil pays for, obviously this is Phil's business, so he pays for his business line. Why the fuck can't Cat pay for any of this shit? I mean, she uses internet, obviously, for doing stuff around the house. According to Phil, Cat does work. Yeah, and Chris Tanks has a very good point. Apparently, his YouTube payments are meant to cover all the fucking bills. The YouTube payments are meant to cover every single fucking bill, essentially. Phil has said in the past that is what a YouTube payment does. Once he fucking gets his YouTube payments, you know, like, he pays all his bills, and then he's got nothing left. And we fucking tallied up all his fucking bills. They come to about $5,000. There you go, I just highlighted everything there for his fixed costs. It's less than $5,000. For every single fucking bill there. Obviously you got the fucking tax shit as well, it comes every 30th of each month as well. She can't pay bills, should I spend all that money in a lamp? Good point. It's, yeah. But if Phil's full of shit here straight away, it's not fucking $1,000. Whoops, wrong tab. There we go.
Okay? They're both due by the end of the week. Essentially, one is due like on the 9th, and then one usually clears around the 10th to 11th. Alright? But
it's possible these dates are outdated. It is very possible that these dates are outdated. This is old information, keep in mind, you know. This is old information, and it's possible things have changed since then. You got to keep in mind, since this happened, Phil had to get things, you know, potentially reset up, because like after this, the bank lease dropped, his account got frozen in general, and he probably had to contact some places and try and rearrange getting things set up again properly. So it's quite possible the dates of some of these things have changed a little bit since then for what's, you know, the due dates. We don't know that. This is all speculation, of course. We've got to take Phil at his word, or, you know, him actually if he's being sincere, and these are the dates that's happened. The info's only 2 years ago, so they haven't changed. It's even less than that. It's not even a year ago. This was the information that was known at the time of September of 2021, less than a year ago. But ever since then, obviously, the account got frozen for Phil because of the bank leaks happening in the first place, and that could have set off a whole bunch of different shit, you know, who knows. But Phil tried to claim it was $1,000. Fuck off.
But not only do I have to have enough money for both of those, which, by the way, together total almost $1,000.
Almost. It's like 700 odd. $700 odd dollars. Internet, Wakando, 763. 763. That's like saying like I'm almost in Spain. I live in Scotland, and Spain's not far away if you look at a map. I'm almost in Spain. Chris Tanks is saying, I wondered if you went back and tallied up the pay my tax guy begging excuses and see if the WWE Champ events line up to them. It's a good shout, but it's definitely a good idea, Chris Tanks. I feel I've done similar videos in the past, you know, where I tried to kind of line up with narrative with things he was saying, but yeah, it's something worth searching. Pick go for. Chris Tanks is a great shout. When I've got time, I don't mind trying to do that as a wee project for sure. It's a very good idea, Chris Tanks, don't get me wrong. But it's definitely something worth exploring. But it's a case of as well, you wouldn't really know if there's a WWE Champ event going on. The only way you'd know that is seeing if his fucking transactions on iTunes was higher than normal. I wouldn't know how to find out specific events and WWE Champions on its own. I wouldn't know what will line up with that. I don't think that information is archived anywhere, or if it is archived anywhere, it's not very well, you know, tabled. I think I tried searching that kind of shit before, just randomly for a different idea, and it didn't really seem to be very easy to find the exact dates and information on when these events were. But yeah, Phil is full of shit, as usual. Full of shit, as usual.
Then on top of that...
Oh, a super chat. Let me say, how about if for a members goal you admit you have an addiction problem and you seek help, even your trolls will subscribe for that? From Captain Wiseman, whoever the fuck that is. What a waste of fucking money that is. Phil's just going to fucking ban that person. Yep, banned. How did I know? Right, back to the bingo.
I actually need to have money for a day off next week to go grocery shopping, to run errands, etc. Okay? So, as I've explained to you guys many times, the way that things work around here, once a month I get a big payment from YouTube. That payment pays the important big bills, like my mortgage, my car payment, my health insurance, my car insurance, the utilities, etc., etc., etc. Okay? That payment usually comes in within 2 weeks. It's completely gone. It goes into all the bills, and it's just, you know, and that's it. That's the truth. It's gone. All right? There's nothing I can do about that. That's life. Okay? My day-to-day spending is tips here on the streams. Okay? Literally every dollar that I raise in tips is what I use on my day off or in between to pay these other bills. So right now, this week, all right, is an insanely important week. Your support with tips is critical for me to be able to afford my bills and have a day off next week. My day off next week is scheduled for Thursday again, just so everyone knows. Same day next week as usual, Thursday. That might change, by the way, because I think my wife made a few appointments coming up for later this week. And yeah, so I'm thinking that the day off may change and shift around a little bit, like kind of the second half of the month, and I'll guys let you know about that when we get there, okay? But for now, I have a 6-day streaming week. During this 6-day streaming week, I need to have enough for those bills and my day off. Right now, I have some money, all right, that I have from left over from the last couple of weeks. It's not enough to even pay just the bills, all right? So, if you like my content, if you enjoy my streams, if you want to support it,
does that count as likes? He's literally talking about hitting like, well, no, he's not talking about hitting like on his. Okay, it's the same kind of thing. Liking content, it's the same kind of thing. Yeah, but even before I finished asking the question, I thought, yeah, I said no. That's okay. I don't even gonna have to ask. I know the questions. I know.
All right, that I have from left over from the last couple of weeks. It's not enough to even pay just the bills. All right. So if you like my content, if you enjoy my streams, if you want to support it in the strongest way possible, please tip me. All right. Now, if you cannot tip, that's fine. I understand. Some people have issues with PayPal, or maybe, oh, I want to support Phil, but I don't really have the money. But what I do is I use a credit card or whatever, and that way because I do that, I like to do things like super chatting and stuff like that because I hate PayPal. Whatever. I get it. All right. I totally get it. If you cannot tip, that's fine. I'm not going to say, hey, go crazy here. What I'm saying is, if you're the kind of person who supports the streams and you have an option to choose this week, how should I support Phil? Please tip me. And even if that means foregoing other methods of support, if it means not renewing your membership, not doing super chats and stuff, if it means all that just so you can tip me this week, then please do. I really need the help this week to pay these bills. Okay? Like I said, right now, I have money I've been saving for over a week And because there were very slow days, this is the problem. When you get a streak of slow days, it really screws things up.
You probably should have thought about that before you went out to a fucking restaurant for your day off yesterday, Phil. Do you not think ahead? Do you not think ahead? Maybe think to yourself, maybe we shouldn't be spending this money on some meal out somewhere when I'm going to be really desperate and hard up to pay my bills next week. Oh well, never mind. Let's stuff our faces and worry about that later. Eat up, honey. You never think ahead, Phil. You're putting the onus and the fucking burden of your financial hardships on your fans. God's sake, man, it's so bloody unfair. People think he said honest. People are thinking he said honest. Oh yeah, but when did he say it? I can't know. I'm just going to keep playing because I'll probably say it again. Especially when he's desperate, you know. He always likes trying to convey his honesty when he's desperate for your money, you know, so.
What ended up happening was I had like 4 to 5 slow days in a row when it came to tips. Then all
apparently it's 10 seconds ago. I can rewind 10 seconds.
If you're the kind of person who supports the streams and you have an option to choose this week, how should I support Phil? Please tip me. And even if that means foregoing other methods of support, if it means not renewing your membership, not doing super chats and stuff, if it means all that just so you can tip me this week, then please do. I really need the help this week to pay these bills. Okay? Like I said, right now I have money I've been saving for over a week, and because there were very slow days, this is the problem. When you get a streak of slow days, it really screws things up. And what ended up happening was I had like 4 to 5 slow days in a row when it came to tips. Then all of a sudden we had a few good days, right? We had like the marathon, and it was like 2 or 3 good days, and then it slowed down again. And now it's like, see, that hurts. Because those are days that normally, if they were good days, I would have had way more right now to pay these bills this week. And now I'm not even, the thing is, in a typical week, I like thinking, hey, if I raise enough on streams, I can have a nice day off. This week, it's, if I have a good day, or, you know, good days on streams, I'm not even guaranteed to have a good day off because I still got to pay these bills first. It sucks. Okay? So, yes, if you can tip, please do. All right? Not asking for anything crazy. I'm not asking for anyone to go above and beyond their means. I'm just saying that would be the best way to help right now, if you can. Fair enough? Okay? You know we have rewards in effect. $50 raised on any streamers to Gunner glasses, $100. New hats in the rotation, including the Los Santos baseball cap, the inflated crown, the Bender hat from Futurama. We can
fucking inflatable fucking crown.
Also swing in a bunch of stuff. Like the other hats that you guys have liked, like the Pikachu hat or the cowboy hat, whatever it is. Okay, we can have those reintroduced this week as well. Whatever it takes, man, because I really need the support this week. I do. And thanks in advance to anyone who supports in any way, but the tipping would be the thing that would help out the most if you could. Okay? Now, of course, if you haven't noticed, I'm leaning into the stupid memes about me, the nonsense that idiots are saying about these mobile game bullshit. Okay? I talked about this on the Level 1 podcast the other day. All right? I'm not going to be talking about this over and over, although I may make jokes about it every once in a while, because at this point, it's a joke. At this point, the negative meme about me is so stupid that there's nothing to do but joke about it at this point. As I've told you guys, it doesn't matter what I say or do. Morons on the internet will believe what they want and say what...
Oh, was it WWE Champions you had on your phone during the daily crap from the 24th of July? It's a simple yes or no admission. We've seen the game on your phone, and you fail to admit it because you're scared to admit it. Just fucking admit it. The fact that you can't admit it means that you know it's not a fucking meme. You know you're fucking scared of people believing us because the fact of the matter is you landed yourself in it. You're the fucking moron that fucking dug your own grave here. You're the fucking one that brought us on for yourself. We've fucking been saying for fucking years now, you've been blowing money in this fucking game. You've been denying it with zero evidence to justify your own fucking denials. And all of a sudden you fucking rock up to a daily crap with the game on your phone, on video. Of course people are going to fucking ask questions. Of course people are going to think that we're fucking... Even your own fans are going to start thinking, aye, we're the fucking ones that were right all along. When you fucking rock up to your own goddamn video, showing the fucking phone, showing the game on your phone, on your own content.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Barrett Wells. So Super Chat says, and here we go, the main event. It could very well be, guys. Like, buckle in. This could be a rough ride.
What they want, and I have no recourse against it. So rather than fight it, rather than ignore it, I'm just going to lean into the fucking meme and laugh at the idiots, okay? So, I absolutely need the help this week. Please understand something I'll tell you up front right now. Absolutely $0 of anything that you contribute to my streams this week is going to a mobile game. Zero. All right. As I said, do I play mobile games? Yes, I actually play a couple of them casually to kill some time every once in a while, or if I'm relaxing and, you know, Kat's playing a video game and I'm watching her play, maybe I'll open up a mobile game and do a little bit of grindy gameplay or whatever. I am not anything like these.
Remember, Phil has no free time outside of work to do anything. The man apparently has no free time to do things other than work. He doesn't even have the free time to spend time with his wife. And yet every fucking day he's got some fucking free time all of a sudden to play these wee games and chill and all that shit, these wee mobile games. Reminder as well that Phil said that he gave up the mobile games when Kat moved in. Apparently I was getting way too addicted to these mobile games in 2018. He said it was a problem. It sounded a lot like he was talking like it was an addiction, and he promised her he would give up the games once she moved in because he enjoyed spending time with her more than playing the games. So it's very funny how that narrative has changed over time, and all of a sudden Phil seems to enjoy the games more than spending time with Kat. I'm starting to think that it's actually not Phil's schedule that's keeping him from being away from Kat for so long. It's actually Phil's own addiction to the games and mobile games that's stopping him from spending more time with Kat. It seems like the mobile games are getting in the way of some quality time between husband and wife. That's just my thinking right there. Plus she got fat, as wrote, that's a fucking horrible name to try and say. Rolly T. M. Merg said she got fat. That's a bastard of a name for me to try and say, but I try my best. I just went with Rolly T. I know it's not going to pronounce Rolly T, but that's how it's spelled, so that's what I tried. Right, we're gonna play on. Phil might get into a rant here, so let's see what happens.
Idiots say I'm not spending significant amounts of time and money in these fucking things. They're just meant to be time wasters for me. That's the best way to approach mobile gaming, in my opinion, is use it as a time waster or a time killer. Okay, so do not listen to these idiots who are gonna say, "Oh, Phil says he needs tips this week, but he's lying. He's not for bills because he's gonna fucking pull in mobile games." They're dunces, and I'm just, you know, that's how I'm gonna approach it from now on. Just laugh at them, make jokes about it. It's just really stupid. I'm tired of the nonsense. Okay, and I don't want anyone to feel like, oh man, maybe, you know, oh God, if so many people say it on the internet, it must be true. It's the same idiots. They just regurgitate the same shit in a circle. Nothing is new, nothing different. It's the same fabricated nonsense they've been saying for years. It never changes. It's just the same shit over and over, but they figure the more people they get to say it, the more idiots will believe it, okay? I don't do that. I don't. I need money for bills this week. I need the help. If I don't get enough tips this week to pay my bills, I'm in fucking trouble. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, all right? So, thank you in advance. Again, to anyone who supports the streams, and please tip if you can. I really appreciate it. All right. Now, excuse me. Look at this. Look at this. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You ready? I'll read this too. I'll entertain it. What did I say about they just moved the goalpost? Okay, so here we go. You said you don't use They Call Me DSP on mobile games. Your Marvel Future Fight account is named exactly that. It's easily a $3,000 account. Can you explain that? Okay, sure. Let's see. Marvel Future Fight, a game that I can't even tell you the last time I played it because, Jesus Christ. In fact, the last time I booted the game was probably, and I mean this, probably like 2017. All right. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't even remember if that was my account name in there or not. I'll be honest. I don't. I haven't booted it in so long. I couldn't even tell you if that was my account name in the game or not. All right. That was a game that I played for many years. I actually talked about it way long ago on my streams. And I told you guys the reason I liked that game was because that game played like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And I really liked the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. I talked about them over the years. I played them in my YouTube content, right? And I explained to you how this game.
Guys, before we get too far into this, I want to rewind because I want to check something right at the start of the rant. We're going to hear the rant again about this game, okay? I want to check something very quickly, okay? So 2 seconds.
All right. So thank you in advance, again, to anyone who supports the streams, and please tip if you can.
Just
really
bear with me. Just bear with me here.
Now,
I think he says something like, there you go, when he kind of goes crazy here at the start.
Excuse me.
Or here we go.
Look at this. Look at this. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You ready? I'll read this too. I'll entertain it.
All right. Yeah, he didn't actually say. Okay, never mind then. Did he say way long ago? I don't think he. I don't think he did, Prophet. No. No. Okay, so he didn't say it. So this is actually some lore I'm not massively familiar with. Like, I know Phil's always had a problem with mobile games, so I'm not sure if this kind of theory here being voiced is entirely accurate or not. So I'm just going to say that up front. I don't know, but Phil's dealing with the theory is interesting to me. And if there's video footage of it out there of him playing the game as well, and historical, evidence of that being his account name as well, and obviously if it's like an expensive account, yeah, it's a bad look for Phil, even though it was like several years ago.
What did I say about they just moved the goalpost? Okay, so here we go. You said you don't use They Call Me DSP on mobile games.
That was it. Here we go. He said, here we go. Is that the same as there you go? Is that the same as there you go, him saying here we go? Do people think that's the same? There's a few no's. Okay, we'll ignore it then. Okay, that's what I wanted to check, by the way. I wanted to see that. I wasn't sure if we said there you go or whatever, so okay. We won't count it as bingo and we'll play on.
Your Marvel Future Fight account is named exactly that. It's easily a $3,000 account. Can you explain that? Okay, sure. Let's see. Marvel Future Fight, a game that I can't even tell you the last time I played it because, Jesus Christ. In fact, the last time I booted the game was probably, and I mean this, probably like 2017. All right. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't even remember if that was my account name in there or not. I'll be honest. I don't. I haven't booted it in so long. I couldn't even tell you if that was my account name in the game or not. All right. That was a game that I played for many years. I actually talked about it way long ago on my streams. And I told you guys the reason I liked that game was because that game played like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And I really liked the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. I talked about them over the years. I played them in my YouTube content, right? And I explained to you how this game was very similar to Marvel Ultimate Alliance, all right? And I liked it because of that. Now, here's the hilarious part about this nonsense. These idiots think that they can judge psychically how much money someone is spending on a game. How do you do that exactly, right? How would you know? I'm just, listen, that game is very old. I know that's one of the mobile games that I was playing a very long time ago. Over 5 years ago was when I was active in the game. Back then, did I spend some money on that? Of course, I'm sure I did. I told you guys I used to. Well, I would say out of all the games that I used to play back in the day, probably the one I spent the most money on was WWE Supercard. And then, like I said, I was actually spending money on Dokkan Battle as well. Between those two games, I was spending money on mobile games for sure. That was a long time ago. Okay? But listen, could I tell you? Here you go. Listen to this. Oh, I play Marvel Future Fight. I know how much premium cards and CTP cost with drop rates. Premium cards and CTP cost. I don't even know what that means. I really don't even know. Then again, I haven't played the game in 5 years. I don't even know what that means. It's stupidity. I've been transparent with you guys as much as I can. Yes, I played mobile games in the past. Yes, I still casually play them now. Okay? But I don't spend anything like these idiots are saying. Right now, I'm spending zero. I have no money to spend on mobile games. In the past, yes, I spent. Did you think I ever spent $40,000 to $100,000 on mobile games in the past? No. It's fucking bullshit. This guy says, oh, did you spend $3,000 on the account? I don't know. I would hope not. I seriously would hope not. But I'm telling you, I did spend money on mobile games in the past. I admit it.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's no way Phil tracks how much he spends on this shit. I think he's being genuinely honest when he says he does not know how much he spends on these things, because people with addictions do not track these things. People that have these kind of gambling addictions do not fucking track how much they're fucking pumping into this until it's pointed out to them. They just fucking want the short-term fix, and they just another $60 or another $100 or another whatever, they just keep throwing money at the fucking thing because they're fucking addicted to it. They don't fucking track how much they've gone through. They just fucking keep throwing fucking money at it for a fucking immediate little, gambling high or whatever shit. And it's not even fucking gambling, this fucking mobile game and shit, because Phil literally gets nothing of value out from it. There's no fucking value here in what Phil is doing in this fucking game. Same with any of these fucking mobile games. He just said 40 to 100k, which is exactly what's been getting said on Kiwi Farms. Exactly, Snout. He fucking absolutely keeps track and tabs of all this shit. Keep in mind, $40,000 is the absolute bare minimum that was calculated he had spent at a time to get to his perk level, his VIP level, whatever, back when it was first discovered 2 years ago. This is why people are saying it's probably about 100,000 now, because back when this was first discovered 2 years ago or something like that, it was calculated about 40k. That was an estimation based on his fucking VIP members level and all that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, since then, he's gone higher up in like level and all that shit, and he's obviously put some more in time and investment and all that shit into it. and he's fucking grown his roster and all that shit. So you got to imagine more money has gone into it. Exactly how much more money into it is hard to really guesstimate, but 6 figures would not be the craziest stretch. I think it's either 6 figures or close to 6 figures. And keep in mind, we all have information from like short spell as well from the bank leaks, the bank leak data. And the bank leak data showed that from March of 2020 to September of 2021, he spent over $43,000 on microtransactions for that game. So it's, yeah, it's a lot of money. That's 18 months, Snood. Oh, he's talking something different maybe, I don't know. This is March 2020 to September 2021. 18 months, the bank leaks. And the bank leak data had like, he spent more on microtransactions for WWE Champions than he did in his mortgage in 18 months. Let that sink in. It's unbelievable, man. It's incredible.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, D-Dog1968-64 now for the super chat. A very generous one, thank you very much. Sir, this is for you. Not sure how you can get as far without hitting your head against the wall. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you very much. And yeah, it's infuriating. Phil's lies and bullshit is infuriating, but picking it apart, it's quite... It's something kind of weirdly cathartic and, you know, pleasing to pick apart a scam artist's lies. Phil is a scam artist. He cons vulnerable people. There's a lot of vulnerable people that follow him. And some of them, like Rob on Wheels, are starting to fucking see the light, to be fair to him, you know what I mean? But there's also people that fucking follow him, that look up to him, who really kind of idolise him. And he is just trying to extort as much money as he can from them. And also, he's not fucking... He comes out with a fucking forced fucking, you know, the real pity, woe is me, I really need this or I'm in big trouble sort of fucking begging. I mean, everyone goes through fucking time. Phil does it every week. There are specific times every month it gets fucking bad. Like now, not this time every month. But every day of every week of every month of every year, 4 years now, Phil has been asking, begging, pleading, and just being on his hands and knees, just hoping that fucking people would keep wailing out on him. And he's fucking doing any means necessary. It's not just a case of, oh, it's to support him, it's to get one over in the fucking trolls or being mean and nasty to not only Phil, but all the people that follow Phil as well and all that shit, you know. And it's like, most detractors don't actually care these days. It's funny. Most detractors now don't care if Phil gets a lot of money in a stream because we know exactly what's going to happen. It's all gone the next day. We know where it goes. Remember Phil needed his shower repaired? It wasn't long ago. Apparently the shower got broken. Phil estimated it would cost like $1,000 to get his shower repaired. That night, that day even, he had a fucking tip war in the stream and he earned well over $1,000 in tips. The shower was memory hold. No word of the shower and the broken shower was nothing was said about it. People asked him whether the shower was repaired. He forgot about it. He didn't actually mention it. He seemed to not know what the guy was talking about. It's almost like Phil fabricates emergencies for his own financial gain. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? I mean, we talk about, what do you mean a broken shower? That's news to me. He goes, oh, wait, the fucking thing that Cat broke it. Yeah, sure. Sure, we fixed that. Sure, even though there's no fucking evidence whatsoever that the shower was fucking broken. He comes up with fucking these things all the time. Even then, he's talking about his 2 bills coming up. He's claiming it's like it's almost $1,000 for his, you know, bills coming up, impending bills next week. It's $700 odd. He's saying it's almost $1,000. He's added, he's put like an extra few $100s onto that value just to try and emphasise like, oh, I'm in real dire straits here. I really need your support. Meds is the next scam. It might be, and the medication could be the next scam. At what point does that become feigning distress? It's funny. You call it feigning distress. I mean, Phil. Do I believe Phil's genuinely worried? Aye. Like, he's not fucking... He's going to assume somebody will come through for him and bail him out. But at the same time, I don't think he's faking being in distress in that sense of the words. He's not acting here. he is genuinely worried and concerned, but he's got himself into this situation. So when you say friend in distress, it makes me think, is he pretending to be worried when I don't see him pretending here because he's not that good a fucking actor? I've seen his Twitter page look like, yeah, he changed his name to the #1 mobile gamer or something that way, or the most, so he's trying to fucking own the meme, and he's making himself just look worse, especially all this fucking ranting and raving. Next, he'll beg for money from his parents. D-Dog, you've way past that. He's borrowed thousands off him as an adult over years. He still might be borrowing more even now that he's just not telling us about. Did he have under $200 in his bank account when the bank leaks happened? Yeah, Phil had about $143 in his bank account when the bank leaks happened. $143 was sitting in his account when the bank leaks first happened. When Booth revealed that on Kiwi Farms and everyone just rolled with it and found out more. Stole was a word. He didn't borrow money from his parents. He stole it. It's a good point. Yeah, he promised his mum and dad that if things didn't change within 10 years, he'd get a job. And it's been like 3-4 years now. The 10-year plan's already been forgot. He got $5,000 from his mother for fucking going towards back taxes. Psycho Dad is asking, my main question is, do you think he's genuinely pignotised himself into this made-up reality, or do you think he closes the stream and think, damn the idiots again, I'm the best? I don't think he does either, to be honest. Obviously he's going to be aware that the reality is that sometimes he's spent too much money and he needs his fans to bail him out. He's confident that his fans will bail him out now, because they've done it so many times in the past. He doesn't, I'm pretty sure he won't, okay, let's be honest, he doesn't think of his fans as friends. He doesn't think of anyone as really friends apart from maybe Jasper and Kat these days. Phil, if he gets a job, Phil could do this. By the way, there's nothing stopping Phil from getting a real fucking job and doing one stream a day. Cater to his like maybe American audience. So Phil, it's weird though. Would Phil actually be popular if he fucking streamed mainly for an American audience? The amount of fucking whales that Phil's got from like foreign countries and like, there's random places in Europe and fucking Asia and the Middle East and all that shit. There's so many whales that are foreign. Compared to Phil being American, he's got always like this kind of foreign supporters. Would Phil be as popular if he was just, doing it for like an American base viewers, kind of like what the night streams are? The night streams technically are kind of like, tailored for, the American viewer, because also it's after, a lot of people have finished their work, for example, and all that nonsense. Those like, if kids are at school as well, whatever, they can all come home and they can chill and relax themselves, and Phil's streaming the night stream, hooray, and he's like fucking making like $28 and he's fucking grumbling and whining and moaning and bitching and crying and all that. So as I'm saying, it's just making me think that if Phil had a real job, right, worked a 9 to 5 job, it could be anything, man. It could be fucking like working at, in like a grocery store or some pish or McDonald's or whatever fucking shit it is, and he just like after work finished, he just like streamed for like 2-3 hours. He could still make as much money, I believe, doing one stream a day, and just raise the goals. It would an extra few $100. I think it would benefit him. But nah, he's not going to do that. Phil's not going to stop doing what he's doing here. It's just, I don't know. It's a bizarre thing. There's no way out for Phil. Phil's caught himself in a real bad situation where he's not really curtailed his spending habits. Phil was earning massive money back in the day, and he really enjoyed the lifestyle that came with it, and then the money dried up, but he did not want to give up the lifestyle. He liked the big house he got, he really liked the nice car he had. He really liked all these fucking nice things he was able to buy and treat himself to. Even though the money was drying up, he did not want to give up the little creature comforts that nice place, the fucking income brought him. So what fucking replaced the fucking money, from the machinima contract going away and all that shit? What replaced that? Fan support. The fans are essentially trying to replace machinima. Phil's earning $10,000 a month on average, and more than half of that is usually tips. That's what it's come to, half of his own income. It's like, isn't that kind of the same for like waiters? People in the restaurant business, waiters, a lot of their income is usually in tips. It's kind of funny that, so Phil's like the kind of like you know, doing like the kind of waiter thing. Phil's success has really been his downfall, I would argue, because also he had a successful early days, but he never fucking adapted and thrived. And he just tried to ride out as long as he could, without fucking, yeah, what do you call it, you know, like evolving as a content creator. That person make most of their money in tips. Please don't give Phil ideas, Ramen Brahman, please don't do that. If he loses 1 to 2 whales, the business is over. The thing is, Richard Parker, he's lost tons of whales in the past, and they fucking seem to come out of nowhere to replace them. Fucking, who remembers who's the fucking guy that had like an Egyptian name? Tutank, I can't even mind. He fucking dropped tons of support on Twitch. King Tut's the easiest way to fucking say it. Fucking, I'm trying. Yeah, but as I'm saying, he fucking dropped so much support randomly and then he fucking just bailed. And then, yeah, and people replace fucking whales all the time. Used to be, Vidar was a whale for at least spell, you know what I mean? He was a mod as well and he fucking fell by the wayside. Emo comes and goes sometimes, whatever. Robin Wheel seems to have gone now, but they seem to always get replaced by fucking new ones. Yeah, Phil couldn't be a way to call his customers idiots. That's a good point, D-Dog. Yeah, he would. He probably wouldn't be able to lift a fucking food either, it would be too heavy for him. Especially if it was a fucking boned mule. His hands would shake trying to go to the table with it. Anyway, guys, I've paused too long just to fucking rant about it, you know what I mean? But it's just kind of pointless overdressing, man. It's just like, this fucking idiot, man, is trying his best to just obfuscate, you know, facts be damned. Evidence be damned. Phil's word is law. Everything we fucking provide and put forward to people apparently is dismissible because it wasn't Phil that said it, even though we have proven that it is Phil time and time again. This fucking cult he's trying to run, a fucking seen the light and he can't handle it. This is the face of a man who feels like he's losing his fucking followers in his cult.
That's how I know how addictive they can be. That's how I know how bad they are for people to get caught in that kind of addictive nature. I remember playing WWE Supercard. This is many years ago. What, 2016 maybe? Maybe 2015? And I remember playing this game, and it was an event. Yes, here we go. Ready for the meme? The Hulk Hogan card was in it, right? It was a legendary old school back in the day 1980s Hulk Hogan card. And the only way to get it was to play for, like, no exaggeration, like 24 hours. You had to grind in this game, and the only way to keep playing it was to keep spending, because you would run out of the credits or currency to play these matches in the event to earn the card. So you would play for 2 hours, oh, you ran out, buy more. Oh, play for 2 more hours, you ran out, buy more. So it was like ridiculous amounts of money. I know it was probably hundreds of dollars for this event. I earned the card, and I earned the card, right? I'm like proud of myself. Oh my God, I actually earned this card, and wow, it was very hard to do. I'm one of the few people in the game who even earned it. I think it was only like 20 people in the whole game who had the card or whatever. Okay, and I can tell you exactly what happened. Immediately after I earned that card, within 1 week, they announced we're rebooting the game. The card is now going to essentially be way reduced in value because all the new cards are now going to be more powerful than the old one. Okay? So I'm like, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So I grinded in this game for excessive amounts of time, right? I spent money to get this because they promised this was a special reward goal, like of the games. You're going to earn this special reward card of Hulk Hogan, one of my favorite wrestlers from back in the day, right? And immediately after earning him, within 1 week, they tell you the card's basically almost valueless because we're rebooting the game with everything more powerful now. And it's like, so this is so long ago, and it blew my mind. And I was like, dude, this is one of the problems with these games. Is I was totally into it. I was addicted to it. I was playing it nonstop, overnight, grinding to get this fucking thing. I get it, and they screwed me over. They literally screwed me over. Okay, so I'm like, wow, right? This is so fucked up that I got so bought into it, and so, you know what I'm saying? So fucking over the top addicted to it. Now, but like I said, this is a long time ago, and since then, that was basically when I learned my lesson. I was like, there's no reason to really be addicted to doing this shit because all it is, it's a time and money pit. You're gonna spend excessive amounts of time and excessive amounts of money trying to earn anything in these games.
Quick reminder again in case people forget. So he's talking about how he fucking apparently gave up on playing these games obsessively. WWE Supercard was apparently the last straw, and this was like 2014 or some pish, 13, 2000, who knows. In 2018 he was talking about the same way how he had to fucking give up these mobile games because he was getting a bit obsessed over it. If he's going to gloss over the fact that he said in 2018 that he fucking gave up mobile gaming because he was finding that spending too much time playing it, because he fucking wanted to make sure he was spending more time with Kat than he was playing a fucking mobile game. I want to see him try and retcon this because of several video, from his own channel, several quotes from Phil of him saying that he was fucking playing too much mobile games in 2018 and he was going to have to just give them all up. So he'd fucking not be too obsessed with those fucking games anymore. So he gets obsessed and just wants to spend more with his then new girlfriend who was moving in with him at the time, which was Kat. And obviously, we all know how that turned out. 20 tons of potatoes later, she's like a fucking size of a small planet. But yeah, she's his love of his life, what can you say? It's unbelievable. I want to see, will he mention 2018 in this? Let's see.
All right. Like I said, the one other game ever since Supercard that I know I did spend some money on was Dokkan Battle, where I really like Dragon Ball, and I used to do the pulls and stuff to try to get some of the rare characters. And if I remember correctly, the time when I dropped the game entirely was when they introduced these cards. I think they were called Limited Run Card, LR cards or something like that. And so when they introduced those, basically they were game-breaking cards. And if you didn't have them, all right, essentially, you would lose no matter what. You couldn't win the game. In the tournaments and stuff, you just needed these cards. But they weren't easy to get. They had to keep spending, pulling. It's like, so I dropped that. And now again, that was like 6 years ago, something like that I dropped. I'm trying to think 5 or 6 years ago. Okay. So yeah, it's so stupid. I'm leaning into the meme here at this point. If they want to joke about it, I'll make jokes about it every fucking day. It's bullshit. All right. 0 of anything that I make is going towards mobile games. Okay. 0. Literally 0. I need to pay my bills this week. So if you can support the streams, please tip if you can. Don't listen to their insane nonsense conspiracy theory documentary bullshit. It's just so hilariously stupid. These idiots spend so much time on this, and it's all fucking wrong. It's literally all falsified or spun in a way. Like I said, they start with this little nugget, and then they keep adding the breading on the outside of the nugget, and that little chicken nugget becomes a giant boulder of bullshit, when the only thing that was true was this tiny little piece in the middle.
Boulder of bullshit. Would that count as scat talk? Boulder of bullshit, guys. Come on, let's see. Boulder of bullshit. That sounds kind of scat talky to me personally. Why no? Why no? Let's just talk about a boulder made of bullshit. That sounds like a very, very vivid mental image of a boulder. That's a big pile of shit. Not to quote, Jurassic Park or anything, but that is a big pile of shit he's talking about, and he's definitely phrased it in that way. So some people think it's a stretch. He means bullshit as in nonsense. Fine. Too many people said no, so I'm not going to do it. We'll leave it unticked for now.
Okay. So, and by the way, I see fucking dumb shit trolls in here who are now speaking up and showing their true colors. I've been waiting for them to do so I can get rid of them too. Okay. Okay, so enough about that bullshit. Let's go ahead and move on. The one quick thing that I want to talk about before we get to stories, game news is what I meant to say, is the members goal. All right, so we still need to figure this out, and it's frustrating for me this month because I'm already doing so many special events. I really don't know what to do. We've been trying to brainstorm. The other day we talked about it, and the idea was maybe a rage-a-thon, where we bring back the idea that I'm going to do a marathon of games that are rage-inducing. You guys will nominate and vote on the rage-inducing games. Some people liked that idea. We even did a poll, and it won the poll. Excuse me. And then others were like, no, rage-a-thon will never work. It never does, and blah, blah, blah. So listen, I need suggestions then. Basically, by the end of this weekend coming up, I want to have a reward goal set for members. Because the truth is, they absolutely will not. Okay? Will not motivate people to pledge, or excuse me, motivate people to become a member, motivate people to gift memberships if we don't have a goal in mind. I know that, okay?
Gift memberships, now that's a fucking definite tick. There we fucking go. Isn't our fucking one for the bingo? This is actually our first bingo of the day, isn't it? Looks like it. Yeah, it's our first bingo of the day, so let those motherfucking bingo horns play. The first bingo of the day, thanks to him saying gift memberships. A lot of people wanted me to tick off any scat talk, but too many people said no. If there's only one person or whatever, or two, there was like multiple people saying no, it does not count because he's talking about bullshit, not actual shit, not actual scat talk. So yeah, okay. Because there's multiple people saying no, it doesn't count, I didn't tick it, even though some people did want me to tick it. But I think it should be a safe bet Phil will do scat talk. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's one bingo down. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away from a full house. Dumb shit trolls. What about when he said dumb shit trolls? I mean, it's an, I'd say it, yeah. But no. Let's just, we will know scat talk when we see it. Okay? We've not seen it yet. Not properly. So, we'll know when we see it.
So, we need to have a goal. What should it be? I need feedback. Okay? Booby says the Rageathon would work if you play all the FromSoft games or Donkey Kong 64. I already played Donkey Kong 64. Why would that work? See, if I never played Donkey Kong 64 before, and you said, do that, we'll nominate it and vote out, you should play Donkey Kong 64. Okay, now I play it for the first time, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe how bad this fucking game is. But I already played it. It's not going to be rage-inducing when you've already played the game and you know it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if we don't come up with more ideas over the weekend, it probably will end up being a Rageathon, all right? But the thing is, as you're going to see, this is what's going to happen, is the number of members is just going to keep dipping. Until we come up with a goal that's desirable, those members will just keep dipping, okay? Okay. All right. Let's talk about game news, shall we? So, the first piece of game news I want to talk about was actually from a couple days ago. So we were talking about multiverses, and that it was actually funny. The last stream that I did on multiverses the other night, it said that, you know, here's your season goals that you need to do. And it's like get a certain amount of wins with a certain character and blah, blah, blah. And I was looking at it, I was like, man, some of these I'm close, but I haven't hit them yet. You know, what is this season? When's it going to start? And people were like, oh, actually, the first season of the game will officially start this weekend. So if you don't do those challenges by then, they're going to reset. And so you're going to lose out on all the progress you've made so far. And I was like, ah, shit. Because look at my schedule. I had a day off yesterday. Today we're doing Capcom Fighting Collection for Friday Night Fights. So, I'm not going to get to play this again until Saturday. I guess I'm not going to be able to do any of those. I'm going to end up losing out on my progress. Well, it was announced, all right, that the Season 1 content of Multiverses has been delayed. It was supposed to be launching on August 9th, and it was supposed to include a new character, Morty, from Rick and Morty. For some reason, it's been delayed. They haven't really cleared out why. But what's interesting about this game is that the head director of Multiverses is very, very interactive and transparent with people on Twitter. And what I mean by that is he's been tweeting a lot about the progress of his game, patches, whenever a patch is implemented. He posts up about it on Twitter saying, it's going out tonight. Everyone, please let me know how it's working, or if you like it, if you don't like it. He's rebalancing the game almost on the fly, and then immediately asking for feedback from the gamers about it, which is very interesting. And I'm curious to see how this is going to pan out for a fighting game, because I don't know if there's ever been a fighting game where the developer immediately would release something and then ask for feedback if it's working or not on like a rebalance or a tweak or whatever. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how this guy is being totally transparent with the community. But it's sad. Is it sad that there's a delay on new content for the game? Yes. But the game is only 2 weeks old, and I think a lot of people are still working on unlocking the characters that exist in the game regardless. It's not that big of a deal. And as I stated, for me, it's not a big deal because I was looking to do more of the season or the preseason content anyway. So it gives me an extra week. I just what they're saying is that content will be delayed at least a week. So add 7 days. So instead of the 9th, it'll be like, you know, probably like the 16th or something, you know, but maybe not. They're not absolutely promising it. Okay. They're basically just saying, oh, you know, it is what it is. We'll tell you exactly what it is when it's available. But so is it sad? Yeah. At the same time, I'm glad they're doing the right thing. Okay. And I'm happy that we're going to see more content soon, but I give a little bit more time to play. I just don't like Bugs Bunny. I want to learn him, right? Okay. Other game news. Took some screenshots here. Oh, this is a big one. Okay. Microsoft has begun demoing a family plan for Xbox Game Pass. Very limited runs here. Ireland and Colombia. Only those two places have they released this. But the way it works is that normally if you get Game Pass Ultimate, which is the 1 month subscription plan cost of $15 a month, you get it for cheaper than that if you buy the yearly plan. But it's $15 a month, and you get access to everything. You get access to all those games on GameStop. Let's try this again. You get access to all the games on Xbox, Series X, Series S, Xbox One. You get access to all the games on PC. All that stuff is all bundled into Game Pass Ultimate. Okay, so it's the highest tier of reward system. Okay, but there's other levels lower than that are cheaper, but you don't get as much. But what they're saying is they're going to offer a new tier that's called the Family Plan tier for $10 more, so not $15 a month, but $25 a month, you'll be able to share that Game Pass subscription with up to 4 accounts. All right? So right now, I'll give you an example. Right now, if I had an Xbox up here in the office and Kat had an Xbox downstairs and we run on 2 separate accounts, I run on mine, she has her own.
Let me stop you right there, Phil. You're running a fucking business here. When you fucking start trying to share that shit with Kat, that means that she's fucking benefiting from your business, and that's like, that's not kind of technically fraud. If he's using his business shit for personal stuff. Isn't there something like, you might not technically do that, are you? You're not meant to technically use your business shit for your personal crap. Yeah, I was just thinking, this is literally his business, and the fucking consoles are registered as his business. These are all business expenses, the console and shit, and everything else. And so the fact that he's fucking, and also we know Kat set up and shit like the fucking Nintendo Switch already. Anything fucking logs into like Nintendo, you see her profile there as well. So there's fucking shit like that set up already, but if he's fucking actually going to be sharing this shit family plan crap with it, that doesn't fly. There's something dodgy going on there when you're fucking running this as your business. Is it a great idea for families? Absolutely. Is it a great idea for Phil? No. You're running this as your business as a separate thing. You cannot fucking mix separate your business and your personal like that, That would not be ethical. It would actually, for all I know, it could be illegal. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not clued up on, I have a feeling it's not allowed, but I'm not massively clued up on the legality of it all, especially when he's running this. People are saying he's a sole proprietor. It would be more significant if you were an LLC or corporation. Other people are saying he's talking about committing tax fraud. If Kat picks up streaming, it might be allowed, otherwise, don't think so. Kat has an account on Business Switch. She has his PS4 Pro and an account on his PS5, exactly, yeah. MRC Midnight says household, personal use. Yeah, I'm not massively clued up about it. This might be something worth keeping an eye on, like Kiwi Farms, but some of those guys are a bit more clued up on this kind of thing than me, so they might start talking about what Phil's talking about here. So maybe I'm going to go there later on anyway, just to see if anyone's talking about this particular thing, because it's definitely kind of interesting to me, and I'd like to know more about it personally in terms of the legality of what Phil's talking about and whether it would be allowed. But who knows? Phil might just be using this as an example. He might say he's not going to do it. So how far are we behind? We are 40 fucking minutes behind, 41 minutes behind. I really should play.
We would have to get separate Game Pass accounts in order to get that feature. There's no way to share. She would have to be logged in on my account in order to get access to the games from it, or vice versa, But what they're saying is now you'll be able to have 4 different Xbox Live IDs linked to one account and all get the same access to the games and everything, okay? So, in my opinion, this is a good idea. There's going to be definitely households out there where maybe the parents want to play one style of game, the kids are playing others, and if you're just paying this one flat rate and everyone in the household gets access to Game Pass, now you don't have kids, we're going to be doing, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, instead, there's a million games on here to play. I just jump in and try these new games whenever I want, right? But also, the way I see it is this is going to be cool for friends, but it's not clear. They're saying that you can tie 4 accounts to it, but isn't that a little weird? Like, for example, what if you have, like, friends you all want to share the same account, and if it's $25 a month, you each toss in, like, $6 or $7 a month to pay for it? So now you're paying $7 a month instead of $15, but you gladly would have paid the $15 yourself because you like Game Pass. I'm not sure how the friend aspect of it works. Maybe they'll limit it. Maybe it'll be like only the same IP address or something. I don't know. It's just launched, so there's not even like full details about it yet. But I can definitely see the value of it. I'll give you an example. Right now, I have PlayStation Plus Premium, all right? Which, by the way, is $18 a month, which sucks. It's too expensive, in my opinion, okay? But I like it. I got access to games like Stray. Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy VII. But likely what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up canceling that subscription on a month when there's not a lot going on, okay? But maybe if it was a shared subscription between me and my wife, because Kat also just started getting that subscription, and she's already played Greedfall, she didn't beat it, she got to the end, and she started playing another game called Technomancer, which is for the makers of Greedfall, similar style game, and she's interested in a few other games on there too, right? So she wants that subscription. I'm using it up here. If there was a family plan, instead of each paying $18 a month, right, instead of maybe we paid $25, $27, we'd save some money and we'd take advantage of that.
Phil does sound like he's actually interested in getting this, but I have to wonder, is it legal if he's technically running it as like is this his business, this is his job? So is that allowed technically for Kat to benefit from that for her personal use when she's, I don't even know the fucking full legalities of it. And I said it might not be a massive thing because Phil is basically just a sole proprietorship and all shit, it's all like, I don't know. I'm definitely going to check out Kiwi Farms later on to see what fucking those guys say about it, because some of those guys know far more than me about the legality of some of this shit, then Sasuke's eyes and just can't hits the nail on the head. The IRS won't care. Probably not. Probably fucking not. It's probably something I'm making more a big deal of than it actually is in terms of like DSP, because let's be honest, it's not the first time he's fucked over the IRS, and it won't be the last fucking time either. He seems to like get away with doing that several times. Whoops, scroll down. Mouse stick.
But here's the other thing, and here's how Sony would make out on that. Because undoubtedly there will be months when I'm probably not using it, but we'd probably keep it anyway because Kat would probably use it. That's the thing with the family plan. Once you enable it, likely what's going to end up happening is other people in your household are going to want it even if you don't. So instead of it being, oh, I'll turn it on for this month when I'm going to use it and turn it off for this month when I'm not going to use it and then turn it.
There's an interesting revelation there from Prophet. Apparently Kat is listed as an employee of Burnell Productions on the business registration. So technically she is listed as an employee, so that wouldn't be an issue. Methbear says if he writes off the appropriate percentage on his taxes, if it's 80-20, not 100% business use. If Prophet's right though, then that might change things. Although, you'd have to wonder what our fucking wage is. I'm not gonna lie, that's a brand new revelation for me. I had no idea Kat was anything to do with Phil's business. Also, we can't know that Phil operates as a business, you know, Burnell Enterprises, not a shit. But I had no idea that Kat had anything to do with that in terms of being named. That's a new one for me. Dashy says feeding hay and carrots. Prophet says, yeah, he had 2 employees listed in it. So yeah, well, maybe they were employees. Jasper is the other on-screen talent after all. Prophet, are you sure it's not Jasper, it's the other employee? I think it might be Jasper, it's the other employee, personally. Burnell Productions focus on, you know, creating content, and Kat's not in the fucking videos, but Jasper is. Jasper has appeared in far more videos than Kat ever has. Prophet's going to put a documentation on his stream tonight. Okay, so check out Prophet's stream later on, guys, to see this documentation he found. It said all this, so that's definitely interesting for me anyway. I'll probably be asleep at the time, but I can always catch it in the morning. You know, Prophet's like fucking 8 hours behind me, I think, so by the time he's doing his stream at night, I'm fast asleep usually. Definitely worth keeping an eye on Prophet's channel for that.
Turn it back on again. It's just leave it on the whole time, you see? So I understand where they think the family plan is going to come into play and how it's going to benefit the companies. I'm interested to see how it works because, again, there haven't been like concrete details yet on how it works. Okay, but family plans, I think, are the way to go. They already have family plans for things like Netflix and stuff, so it makes sense that the video game subscription service is going to do the same kind of stuff that the video services are doing. Okay? All right. Last story for today. It's a piece of news out of Evo, although admittedly, I do kind of think that, all right, let me just explain. So last year, there was a big online campaign to free MVC2. Hashtag free MVC2 on Twitter was trending. What was this? Basically, it was Maximilian, the online content creator who's known for fighting game coverage, who basically made a campaign saying, listen, it's been 10 years since a digital version of MVC2 has been available for purchase on any format. It was over 10 years ago, MVC2 had a digital version by Digital Eclipse that was put out for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. This was the version that everyone was playing online, and it sucked. It was laggy as shit, and everyone agreed it really wasn't very viable online. But at least it was something. It was a way to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on a modern console. Since that release, it was removed from digital marketplaces in 2012 and has not been made available for sale at all since. So if you didn't own the original that MVC2 from back then, there was literally no way to buy or play the game besides owning like a Dreamcast console that worked. Good luck finding that. Or having like the arcade game in your house. All right? Now, MVC2 is a game that had longevity. It was the longest running competitive game from Capcom ever. It actually lasted much longer in competitive circles than any other fighting game. It was the hype game at EVO every year. So, yeah, it's kind of messed up to see that once MVC3 released, the MVC2 kind of got forgotten, brushed under the rug, and there's no way to play this game. So last year, Maximilian started this big online campaign, hashtag free MVC2, where he wanted to get this game available again, whether it was just a straight up port of the game that already existed for 10 years ago, or maybe it was a new company would pick up the reins and redesign it for a modern audience with better netcode, or, you know, whatever it may be. And it was funny because at first, when Maximilian did this, all right, and he says, oh, you know, this is a situation where we need someone to step up. Digital Eclipse, the company that originally made that game online 10 years ago, did step up. They said, hey, look, we would love to make MVC2 again for modern consoles, this time with more modernized rollback netcode. But it's not up to us. We don't own the licensing. We don't, you know, this would actually be up to Capcom, and they would have to kind of hire us, and then we would do it. Supposedly at that time, there was discussions about it. That, oh yeah, there'll be, you know, we'll definitely be figuring this out, and, you know, yeah, it's probably going to happen. And then it just died. Literally disappeared. This was a year ago. So the whole discussion just ended, and we haven't heard a peep out of anyone about it since.
Did that wee fart noise count as a scat talk? This is randomly thrown in there, that wee noise. It's like a wee fart noise.
About it. Oh yeah, they'll be, we'll definitely be figuring this out, and yeah, it's probably gonna happen, and then it just died. Literally just disappeared.
Fart noise is not scat talk. Okay, let's see. Should we count that as scat talk? Most people have said yes. One said no so far. Nah, two have said no so far. The D-Dog, you've got to get the whole jury. Like, two members of the jury spoke up, and like D-Dog's like, it's inconclusive. It's not conclusive yet. Nah, there's too many no's in chat. Nah, we can't come to an agreement, so we're still saying no for scat talk. Okay. Look, when it properly happens, we'll know it. Okay. I asked a question just to be sure, just to get your guys' opinion as well. Fart noise, I guess, is not scat talk. Okay.
A year ago. So the whole discussion just ended, and we haven't heard a peep out of anyone about it since. So we don't know if Capcom killed the idea, if basically they tried to get the licensing and realized the licensing would be so expensive that it wouldn't be viable. But for whatever reason, the whole idea just died and went away, and we haven't really heard anyone talk about it in about a year. All right? Well, this morning, it somehow got revived, but I don't think it was in the way that anyone was expecting or really thinks it makes sense. So you may have heard this company called Arcade 1UP. I've talked about them on my streams before. Some people have actually asked me about, hey, have you seen the Arcade 1UP arcade cabinets that they sell? What do you think about them? So for those who don't know, Arcade 1UP is a company that takes old school arcade games and takes the idea of a full-scale arcade cabinet and scales it down to be mini version for your home. Okay? So I remember when I used to go to arcades and play fighting games, it was a big stand-up cabinet of, what do they call that? Plexiboard, fiberboard, whatever it was called. Giant cabinets made of that. Hard setup with the buttons and joysticks and everything, and lots of space to stand next to each other and all of that. All that was what an arcade experience was. A big TV right in your face, sometimes surround sound. So what Arcade 1UP has done, they've taken this and they basically mini-sized it, okay? You can still play it, but it's very cramped. It's not meant for competitive play. It's more like a hobbyist's thing, okay? Oh, I want to have an arcade set up in my house because I'm into retro, but I don't want a full-size arcade machine in my house that weighs 700 pounds and takes up half my room. I want a mini version of an arcade machine. And that's essentially what Arcade 1UP does. So what they'll do is they'll sell you a mini machine with the authentic controls or whatever that game usually had in the arcade back in the day. And then also they would sell you the games in it. It's a flat screen, like very small, by the way, flat screen, LED screen or LCD screen, whatever it is, with a multitude of games included, okay? So I'll give you an example. I know for a fact that there's one that has all the versions of Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2, Champion Edition, Hyper Fighting, Super, and Super Turbo. And I think it actually has one or two other games added in as well. So you can play all those games on this cabinet. It's already installed in it. You don't need a console. You don't need an internet connection. It's all in there. And they sell it for around, no exaggeration, the cheapest one I've seen is about $500, and it can go upwards to $1,000, but it depends on the model. For example, if you're just doing a standard fighting game, it's usually around $500, but then if you're doing one of the giant cabinets, they actually do big reproduction cabinets of things like the X-Men co-op fighting game, that's 4 players, so 4 setups, double screen setup, those could go for $1,000 or more, okay? Now, people have asked me what I think about them. Well, I've seen them in real life, in person. They're terrible. I'm just being honest. They're small as shit. To actually sit there and play it for an extended period of time, I can't imagine anyone doing that because they're not comfortable. They're much smaller than an arcade setup. Even old school arcade setups were not comfortable. You'd be kind of cramped next to the guy playing, and now imagine them downsizing that even more, okay? So what I can say is for nostalgic purposes, if you're a collector, all right, you want to have an arcade collection in your house because you got a game room or whatever to do this, your man cave or whatever you want to call it, and you just want to have representations of those games, not necessarily, oh, I'm going to stand here with competitive players and play on this cabinet for hours on end, but instead I want a downsized experience so I can fit it in my home for an economical price. That's exactly what Arcade 1UP is. But it seems to me like people have been pushing it like, no, they're viable. They're viable competitive experiences. No, they're not. I've seen these in person at like Fry's, before Fry's went out of business. They had a few of them. They're tiny and small. They're not enough to be even comfortable playing, okay? So, the other thing about it is, all right, they're very expensive for what they are. Arcade machines back in the day, and we're talking, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, cost around $1,000 to get a full fucking size arcade machine. We're not talking the little downscaled version. And by the way, it's using the same joysticks and same style buttons. So you can't say, oh, they're using better controls. No, it's arcade authentic. Essentially, whatever the arcade machine had in the arcades, that's what's in these. Hate to tell you, LED, LCD screens are cheaper to manufacture than tube TVs from back in the day. Okay? So you know what I'm saying? Like, I can keep going here, but the point I'm making here is, basically, they're very profitable for Arcade 1UP. They're capitalizing on people's nostalgia and saying, if you want this in your home, get it for an economical price. Oh, by the way, they're making a ton of money on this. They know to manufacture one of those cabinets, realistically, to manufacture an Arcade 1UP cabinet, probably the top cost for the biggest cabinet with multiple screens and all the setup, probably $300, and they're charging over $1,000 for it. For one of those fighting game cabinets, a standard one, I would be shocked if it cost them more than $150 to make it, and they're charging you $500 plus tax and shipping. They're making way, way, way high profit margin on these, okay? So why am I bringing all this up, and what does this have to do with free MVC2? EVO started today. Arcade 1UP is at EVO. Guess what they announced? Ladies and gentlemen, Arcade 1UP has freed MVC2 because they secured the rights to make a replica Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet okay? And they're going to have this now available for sale soon. Not yet. They didn't announce the date or the price yet. But soon, you'll be able to buy the replica MVC2 cabinet for your house. And it's going to have MVC2, MVC1, Marvel vs. Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes in general, X-Men, Children of the Atom, X-Men, I think one's called Mutant Academy. I don't even know what that is. I don't think it's an arcade game. And like one other. So basically, it's going to have all the Versus games up to MVC2 available in one cabinet, okay? And I'm not even kidding you. They even got guys like Justin Wong tweeting up about this. It's official. Arcade 1UP has announced the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. I've been working super hard on this. I hope you get one and enjoy this masterpiece. Hashtag free MVC2. Hashtag freed with a D MVC2. Okay? Okay. Now, let me tell you my take on this. What? What the fuck are you talking about? You missed the point. And you capitalized on the point to make money. This is everything wrong with gaming today. Okay? Here's what's going on, alright?
Reminder, this man charges people $50 just to wear sunglasses, $100 just to wear a hat, and $150 just to wear a vest, and he is fucking talking about other people getting scammed? The fuck is wrong with this guy? Jad get VAR. Did I miss something, Deadhead? Hang on, let me scroll up our chat. Did I miss anything, Deadheads? Why do I need VAR? Did I miss anything? Yes, zero IQ. Yep, Phil can't stand someone else making money. Yeah, exactly. Imagine spending money on owning something cool forever. Exactly. Rich Richardson says positive. Did I say positive yet? He's trying to stay positive, not get mad. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna... Not a scam, but a reward. Fuck off. It's not a scam, but a reward. For who? But yeah, the chat are so happy that Phil got to put on a vest. Hooray! Don't they feel so fucking benefited from that? Jesus Christ, man. Ah, hell, man. I mean, it's weird. I offer a genuine reward for hitting a goal, and the goal is if we hit all 25 in a bingo card, someone here can win a £25 gift card. Could be Amazon, could be elsewhere. If the winner wants a different thing than Amazon, we can sort something out. I'm actually offering something back for the fans if we get something like our goals hit. Our goal relies on this man saying what we need him to say. This creature needs to say positive. This creature needs to say, there you go. He needs to say, comment, likes, meaningful. He also needs to stand up randomly, and he needs to have some sort of random scat talk in there. Oh, and it's meaningful as well. I had to say meaningful. I forgot about meaningful. Meaningful might kill us, actually. It's something if he really likes saying it when we're not got in the card. This creature has to fucking say these things and do these things for us to be able to have a reward for you guys. And that's an actual fucking reward for fucking viewers. Phil does not reward his viewers, he punishes his viewers. He grinds them into fucking submission with fucking pity and fucking stories not shitting, desperation stories and guilt tripping. And then when they fucking come up with the goods and their fucking wallets are emptier, he puts on a vest and pretends that his fans are happier because he's wearing a vest. Fuck off.
People want a way. Oh god, hold on. People want a way to play MVC2 at home. They want to be able to play it over the internet. They want to be able to play it on a console. They want MVC2 to be shared with a modern audience. There's tons of people who've gotten into competitive fighting games in the last decade that never played MVC2, never saw it played competitively. That was the point of free MVC2. We want Marvel 2 to be available to the wide audience. Again, you can't even buy the game now and play with anyone because it's not available to the masses. You see? This thing has completely missed the point. The point was not, oh, sell it for $500 to $1,000 on an arcade cabinet where you can only play it locally with people there. The point was to make it available to the masses again. Marvel.
I'm just going to put this out there. Capcom obviously weren't massively interested themselves individually in fucking reselling it or whatever for the masses. This company stepped up, got the rights to it, and fucking distributed it in their own way. They're perfectly, I mean, it's not as if they're fucking doing it illegally. They had the rights to do this. They managed to secure the rights to do this legally. I don't understand why Phil's having such a bitch about it, man. If isn't it Capcom that didn't fucking deliver what he wanted? Because they're the ones that were responsible for rehiring the team that made it. And they could have fucking, remastered the game for modern audiences. And it looks like that didn't happen. So that's all on Capcom. That's Capcom's fault. Phil's blaming this fucking new company like stepped in and secured the rights to fucking do this, and it's not their fault.
3 is done. No one talks about it. Marvel Infinite, Marvel's Capcom Infinite was a flop. No one plays it or talks about it. People want Marvel 2 back. We want to bring back the classic that for over a decade was the staple competitive.
Shit, so Ever P, we're definitely allowed to swear in chat. Fuck yeah, we're allowed to swear in chat. Swear all you fucking want. In fact, if you don't swear, we're fucking disappointed. Swear as much as your wee fucking filthy heart desires. Swear like there's no tomorrow. This is a swear encouragement stream. So fucking go for it.
Game in competitive Street Fighter. We want to see this be enjoyed by another audience of gamers. And the fact that it's been locked and unavailable to anyone to play for a decade is a pain in the ass. So now, we are going to make it available, but only if you buy a $500 to $1,000 cabinet and have it in your home like that. And by the way, no online play. Like, what? That's literally apples to orange. It's not even the same. It's completely different. And they're trying to capitalize on this feel-good movement from a year ago to make money. I hate that shit. You guys know me. I'm the anti-that. Anytime that someone's, I'm going to ride the coattails of a movement that's genuine, people who actually love this game and want a wider audience to experience it, please make MVC2 available for sale again so people can play it online. Oh, well, we're going to make it available, but only exclusively inside a cabinet that's $500 to $1,000, and you can only play it locally with people at your house. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not what we wanted. It's not even close to what the free MVC2 movement was. Not even close. And it actually pisses me off because Justin knows better. Justin Wong fucking knows better. He does. And he's doing it. I would have to think to make a buck. I would have to think that they got him involved, considering he made the tweet, and he says, oh, I've been working with Arcade 1 for a while to make this happen. It's like, yeah, it sounds like, you've been working with them, they're paying you, you're shilling it, you're going to shill this out now. It's like, that pisses me off. I don't like that at all. To take something that was actually a genuine feel-good movement last year. So people who hadn't played Marvel in 20 years were like, man, we wish we could play it again. It's not available anywhere. Let's make this trend, right? Let's make this, hell, unless Maximilian's taking a paycheck too, which I don't know if he's involved in this at all, I'd be pissed. That was his hashtag. That was his movement on Twitter to make Marvel available to the masses. And now you're like, oh, well now the only way to fucking play it is to buy a $500 to $1,000 arcade cabinet. Like, what the fuck? Angel Torres says the TMNT arcade machines connect to the internet and you can play online. Okay, let's clarify about that. All right. Basically, these cabinets work online only with other cabinets. You have to clarify this. If you want to play TMNT online, all right, with these people, isn't it true that basically you have to own the cabinet? And so you can find other people who have it and do online matchmaking through Wi-Fi, by the way. I don't even think it has wired. I could be wrong. Don't they call it like Wi-Fi Plus or something? So you're telling me, oh, I can play MVC2 with people across the world over Wi-Fi, which already sucks, with only people who bought a $500 to $1,000 cabinet. Free MVC2 to those who have $500 to $1,000 of disposable income during high inflation. Sounds like a good idea to me, right? So the problem is, this is definitely not what was intended. The idea was to make it available to the masses widely so people can enjoy the game again and see where all the hype for Marvel came from. And instead what we've got is a very elitist, select product for people with a lot of disposable income. It's not what the spirit of it was. Here's the other problem with this, all right? If Arcade 1-Up obtained the licensing for MVC2, okay? If they obtained the licensing for it, that might mean that a company like Digital Eclipse cannot redesign and re-release the game because maybe Arcade 1-Up now owns the exclusive licensing. And if they do, that means no one else can do anything with that game at all. We're stuck until that licensing runs out, right? So this could actually be the opposite of what was intended. The whole hashtag free MVC2 movement was supposed to be make it available to the masses to enjoy, and it could literally be you just made it even more hard to play because now you have to have a ton of disposable money and buy an arcade cabinet to play it. That's not good. Anyway, it is what it is. Just wanted to talk about it on the show. All right, let's do some shout-outs.
Right, I'm going to slow it back down, guys. I know we're well behind by 45 minutes almost, but when he reads the shout-outs at 1.5 speed, he reads them too fast. When you go back to down to 1.25, the snort-outs, yeah, we're fucking reading the snort-outs, exactly. Christ, man. But yeah, he reads fucking the chat shit way too fast when he fucking reads out. It's very weird, man. It's like, it's almost as fast as me fucking talking, Jesus Christ.
We start off today with O-Rings, who re-upped his membership for 3 months. Thank you very much, O-Rings. Booby did a super chat. He says, why have you upgraded your camera? You have a lot of money. Number one, I don't have any money right now. At all. Zero disposable income. It's all going to bills. And number two, even if I upgraded my camera, I can't use it because my PC's too outdated to handle it. I need to upgrade my PC first before I upgrade my other equipment. Professor Q did a $2 super chat and says, when won't you ever need extra help? This is getting old. I didn't say I need extra help. I said, for those who are contributing this week anyway, if you can, please tip. Yes, I appreciate all contributions, but I need to pay these bills this week. This is getting old. Yeah, no shit. It's called fucking life, genius. It's called, hey, this is reality. I don't want to be in this reality. I wish that it was a better situation. That's what happens when you have so many people
trying to destroy your reputation publicly on the internet with slander and lies for so many years. It means I can't get other alternate kinds of funding, right? I will never get a sponsorship. I'll never have a partner.
I'd like to remind people right now that he's claimed that he wouldn't want to be sponsorships anyway, because he's claimed that he wouldn't want to be a shill and be one of these kind of sponsored content creators, and now he's saying that he's never going to be able to get a sponsorship anyway. What's the fucking truth, Phil? Do you want a sponsorship or not? Don't fucking... Is this one of these things where he's going to pretend that he... This is the whole time. He's going to pretend that he never wanted to be a sponsored shill anyway, when the truth of the matter is he was never in a position to be able to be a sponsored shill because nobody wants to be associated with this toxic piece of shit. This motherfucker earns $120,000 in a year, as Christian McKellar just reminds us all here, and it's not enough for him. It actually earns more than that. It's a bit more than that. Well, these days it might not. These days actually it might be 120k. It is earning on average about $10,000 a month overall. So it used to be more than that, but now it's gone down to about 120k a year. Roughly, I mean, between 120 and 130k a year. The last couple of months, remember, he only earned about $9,000. So he was actually a bit lower than before. Actually, Phil says, the truth is, whatever thing sounds better now. Exactly. Phil fucking changes his story all the goddamn time. When fans have had enough of him, he's like, well, I've not changed. It must be you that's changed. And then he'll fucking go on a stream saying, I've changed over the years so much. Look, I'm a much better person now. And the narrative changes so much just for Phil's fucking own desires and how it suits him best. It really does, man. Right, let's keep playing, but I just wanted to fucking get out there where Phil's fucking all of a sudden pretending that the trolls are stopping him getting sponsorships when he's trying to spin it as him not wanting to be sponsored anyway because he's a fucking, like, he's the realest motherfucker on the internet. He's not going to be a paid show. He's going to tell you exactly how it is. Now, this motherfucker would love to get a sponsorship. Nobody fucking wants anything to do with him.
I can't get other alternate kinds of funding, right? I will never get a sponsorship. I'll never have a partnership. I'm relying on crowdfunding. All right? So, you want to know what actually keeps me in this situation? People like you who just want to shit talk all day. Yeah. People like you who want to shit talk are the reason why I can't get out of this rut I'm in, so thanks for nothing. Mark became a member. Thank you very much, Mark, for becoming a member of the channel. Gee, so now I get to choose between Booby and Professor Q. Here's what I'm going to call him. Professor Dunce. There you go. Professor Dunce gets on the leaderboard today. Thanks for that super chat. Okay. Now let's get to the tip side of things. Oh, my eyes are burning. Allergies. Okay. So Darth Revan is our first tipper of the day. A $5 tip. Thank you, Darth Revan. He says the following. I got my kitten yesterday. Awesome. Congratulations. Ended up getting 2 from the same litter. The female I got kept me up all night crying. She made me like a piece. She made me feel like a piece of shit. So I'm not the proud owner of brother or sister kittens, and they're adorable. So you have 2 different kittens. Likely that's a good idea. And why I say that is if you have a pet, especially a pet that ends up being very attention-seeking, like Jasper is. Okay, Jasper constantly wants our attention. If you introduce the pet with another pet immediately and they grow up together, then likely they're going to get along. If you have a pet that you have for a bit and then you introduce a second pet, that pet likely is going to have behavioral problems because it's going to become jealous for attention. You see what I mean? It's going to be, oh, wait a minute. I used to be the only pet in the home. I used to be the center of attention. I used to be the focal point. Now you're telling me there's going to be another pet? It's kind of like the same thing when you have a child and then you have a younger child and now the child feels like, oh, now I'm the one that's not the favorite child anymore. The baby will be, right? So definitely having those pets when they're young together and growing up together will get them more adjusted to each other, and you know what I mean? As opposed to, trying to get another pet in the middle of the life cycle of another one that's used to living a certain way. That usually doesn't work, okay? Okay. Would I want a pet tarantula? I'm not afraid of spiders. I think tarantulas are cool looking. I would consider it. I wouldn't be against it. I've heard tarantulas are hard to keep though. You need a heat lamp. You gotta feed them live stuff, right? So it might be too much of a pain in the ass. Snow Carl to $1.50 says, I'm actually a little worried. You said about your allergies and how they impact you yesterday. Do you think you need to spend more time in green areas outside? I think not being close to forest parks really increases sensitivity. I literally am surrounded by trees and plants. Anytime that I open my window, my backyard is full of trees and plants. When I walk out my front door, there's an entire row of trees and plants. I'm not in the middle of a city. I don't live in New York City with smog and shit. I'm actually at the top, high elevation, top of a giant hill / mountainside with trees all around me. It's actually very nice out here. The air is nice and clean. The problem is the pollen is crazy right now. So, no, you're completely wrong. Mark, tip me $1 for these. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much, Mark. Appreciate the tip. And by the way, I would like to say shout out to Anshang, Eternal Napalm, and the other moderators. I see a few moderators are here today to help out, and I appreciate that. You know, last few days we've had a lot of trolling element, a lot of jack.
Damien Anderson, we used to have Snow Carl on the bingo card before, but he was actually, what happened one time was, he was one of the last ones left to get ticked off. He wasn't even on stream. So the card died partially because Snow Carl wasn't even there, and we had him on a card. So when Snow Carl's not in attendance and it's on a bingo card, that's a killer. Because Phil's not going to mention Snow Carl randomly just for the sake of it if he's not there. So we can't really have anyone detract us, you know, or fucking Phil fanboy sides. You know, we can't have their names really appear because if they're not there to attend, it kind of kills the card essentially because Phil's likely not going to mention them by name. It's happened before. Snow Carl's one of the best ones obviously to have, but the fact of the matter is he was not there one time and his name was on the card. And the card died. I don't think it was specifically just because of that, but that was one of the main factors. Let me just get that bot out here. Fuck off, bot. Thank you very much. But yeah, let me just like rewind here, just by like a one wee bit, just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Today to help out, and I appreciate that. You know, last few days we've had a lot of trolling element, a lot of jackasses in here, and I always appreciate the help with the modding. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Booby to the $1.50. It says, I think Eternal Napalm banned me. I didn't even say anything detracting. I was literally just chatting. How much you want to bet? That's not the case. And by the way, everyone knows who you are, and you were already banned. And I didn't say you could come back. So, Well, I can't scroll up far enough to see where it happened. Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, you were doing your usual bullshit with emotes. You're doing all the same meme shit you used to do. That's why you got banned, because you're stupid. And you never even got unbanned anyway. You just came in with another account. So what did you expect was going to happen? Scholarly Lemurs has tipped me $5.20. Says, enjoy the fact today, August 5th, 1960. The African country of Burkina Faso achieved complete independence from France, but was plagued with coups and rebellions for decades.
How the fuck do you pronounce that? No. Oh, hang on, 2 seconds.
Faso. Today, August 5th, 1960. The African country of Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso? Is he seriously butchering Burkina Faso? Has he never heard of this country before in his fucking life? One more time.
Scholarly Lemurs has tipped me $5.20. Says, enjoy the fact today, August 5th, 1960. The African country of Burkina Faso achieved complete independence from France, but was plagued with coups and rebellions for decades.
It's as far as I'm aware, it's Burkina. I think it's Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso? Or is it Burkina Faso? If I was like, Faso? Burkina Faso? It's fucking knowledge of these fucking places, man. Jesus Christ. It's, mate, I fucking heard of the country myself, but I've never heard it pronounced like that. I've never fucking heard it pronounced like that in my life. For fuck's sake.
Today it struggles with armed rebel groups and a weak economy. I'm very sorry to hear that. But Scholarly Lemurs, what a name, is the top tipper of the day. Who knew? Alright, who knew that? I didn't know that. And then, Spawn Killer just tipped me $5 and says, I don't remember the Pac-Man figurine. It is new. We just talked about it, that on our day out yesterday, we were out and about for the first time in like many weeks, and we saw it at a store. It was on like clearance, half price, and I liked it, but I was like, well, I don't have any money to spend. And my wife was like, oh, I'll get it for you. And so she got it for me. It's about $15. And it's cool. It's color changing. But the problem is my camera doesn't pick it up well because my camera's terrible. My camera is a little rinky-dink webcam from over 10 years ago with a tiny lens and terrible light exposure settings. So it won't pick up the color right. Like right now, it's sky blue. What do you see? Fucking white. Right? It looks white. Right now, it's like darker blue. What do you see? Okay, you actually see blue now. Okay, so sometimes it picks up the color right. Interesting. Okay. All right, so thank you guys. Let me make sure I did that. 15.
Green Lobster says, I live in America, good for you, and I don't care, but I know that me and Give Blood both have very unusual accents, even though you're both from Utah. Yeah, exactly. It's a small fucking world, isn't it? Yeah. I just look at my window and yell at Give Blood, you know, just to say, hey, he's a fucking tea cake, yeah bam. And him and his also strange Utah accent says, no. Although I can't really do Give Blood's accent because I'm not fucking English, of course. Nah. We're not from Utah. We're fucking. I'd actually, isn't Utah meant to be really nice to live in? Isn't Salt Lake? No, not is it Salt Lake? Isn't there a place in Utah like it's actually kind of nice city to live in, at the capital of Utah? I can't even mind, but I've heard actually Utah is actually kind of nice place to live, even though it's not really known for much. When you think of America, like also you think of American cities and states, you think of like you know Los Angeles and New York, California, and even Chicago and all that shit. And you know, all the kind of prominent states and all, you know, and all these cities as well. But Utah is meant to be really nice to live in. Yeah, that's what I've heard anyway. You know, what do I know? I'm just an ignorant foreigner, you know. But what do I know? California is a burning pile of tires. I have been to California when I was younger. I really enjoyed it. It was Los Angeles, so I went to Los Angeles, went to San Francisco. Even went to Mexico for like a day trip or something. It was one of these kind of strange wee kind of touristy things you can do where you get on like a bus that takes you to Mexico. You can just explore the what it's like there and all that shit, you know. But I loved America when I was younger. I'd love to go back. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, if I'm ever going back to America, I'll see if Utah's on the fucking option. So we'll see. I have to wait and see if I can sell that idea to my good lady. California's garbage. I'm in Michigan and not in any major city. It's very nice. Michigan, Michigan. What's Michigan known for? Is that no? That's I was going to say is that the cold place, but isn't that Minnesota? Minnesota's the one that gets quite cold, isn't it? Trying to think of what Michigan's known for. As to me, as a foreigner, you know, Detroit. That's in Michigan, isn't it? Detroit. Yeah. Detroit, not Detroit. That's like kind of a memeable name. The city, isn't it? Not Detroit. California's Mexico now. You don't need to take a bus. Good point. And Flint. Don't tell me Flint's water supply problems are still problematic. Is that still happening? The Flint water crisis. Day off stuff from the closet. Saw late on sale. Was Phil going to pawn shops to sell his stuff instead of GameStop? As they only do credit and pawn shops. Flint have still got bad water. Are you fucking serious, man? That shit's been going on for like a decade or something, man. How the hell can I still not have fucking good water in Flint? What in the hell was going on there? The lamp is $29.99 at Target. He said Cat bought it for $15. Apparently it was on sale. $110.09. Apparently it was on sale. But yeah, bottom is, I'd love to go back to America. I'd love to. I mean, America's one of those places where, I mean, I'd love to also, there's so many different places in America I'd love to experience. Also, I'd done like LA as a kid. And that was nice, but I'd love to experience like Chicago and maybe Boston as well might be a good place to go. And New York, I'd love to do New York, maybe Florida. But it's also, I'd love, if I had the option to, I'd love to like visit just every place in America and just experience what every place is like, and not just the fucking normal things as well, because America is one of these countries which has always been such an attractive like appeal to people. You know, it's like there's so much of America which obviously gets overlooked for no real reason other than the fact that maybe it's just not as prominent or touristy, but it's so much to it. It's also such a lot of land. There's a lot of area to cover. Seattle has good footy. I also hear Seattle has good air. Storm Martin. Seattle has very good air, apparently. Washington is nice despite Dave living there. We have the only rainforest in North America. Bloody hell, the only in the rainforest. I'm from Florida to fuck around and find out. Yeah. What is the state that everyone makes fun of as a meme? Ohio, like, you know, Ohio is meant to like fucking like, you know, these states where it's like it's going to take over. Ohio is going to take over America and then Canada and the world. I've seen quite a few memes about Ohio and it's meant to be. Every time I see it, that kind of make me laugh and it kind of makes me wonder how like a state that's mainly vowels can be such an extremely state. But yeah, man, in the future, maybe I'll get to go to America and get to experience all these kind of things, you know, like explore like, the wonders of the fucking country and all shit. Let me get rid of this Bitcoin bot. But still, I want to put you on you. Go away. There we go. If I can get rid of him. Wait, we're fucking miles behind, guys. Apparently, there's some juicy drama coming up that I'm not aware of. But people have been hinting about it in chat. We're fucking way behind.
16, 17. Yes, I got the tips correct. Okay. And I think we got everything over here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh. Looks like we're gonna end the pre-stream. I know. Plum Girl says I'm actually impressed by how smooth the color changing is for like $10. And it doesn't feel good either. Like, it's actually very, very, like, light plastic. It's not heavy or anything. But for what it is, it's actually pretty good. I agree. Nathan Smith re-upped his membership for a year. He says, have you seen the cartoon The Batman? The Batman? No. That was the one from the late 2000s. I never saw that one. B-Boy Cyclone is saying, Happy National Genovia Day. It's a beautiful country. Okay, I don't know anything about that.
Now, I know for a fact that Phil's got $100 at least. Because he's asking for a hat pull right now. In fact, he asked for it 10 minutes ago, I think, for votes for hats. So right now, as of a stream moment in time, I know he's not got much in tips, like $17 or something. But right now, at present time, if we go live, he's got over $100 at least. Because he's asking for what hat to wear. So Phil's rampant begging has worked for today, at least it sounds like, and he's got enough money for at least for a hat. So as a wee update for people in case they're wondering if all this begging is going to work on his fans today, it looks like it is, but I'm not sure if it was like one massive whale tip. It probably was one massive whale tip.
Okay. All right. Alexander wants me to do I don't know what he's saying. He's saying do a thumbs up and do a smirk. Like, I don't know what he wants exactly. He wants me to try to do a pose that he's actually going to freeze frame it and do it for the end of the show. I don't know. Good luck with that. Okay. Jack says if you put a piece of dark glass in front of the ghost light, it'll bring out more of the colors. I don't have a piece of dark glass. Where would I go about buying a piece of dark glass? Yes, a bunch of gifted memberships did expire this morning, which is unfortunate. I have some regulars here like Guts and others who are coming to the chat and they're like, membership's gone. Because, you know, we had a bunch of gifted memberships early on last month and they're expiring. It's all good. Don't worry. I'm sure at some point there'll be opportunity to get another gifted membership, or hey, if you want to renew your membership yourself, that's also a viable option. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, Jade, you're back? Awesome. He's excited for Batman. I am too. Uwap Baxter re-upped his membership for 3 months. Is your Twitter all good? I'm a bit worried. Yes. There's nothing wrong with my Twitter. Were you not here for the start of the show? Were you literally not here at the start of this show? I guess not. Did you miss it? There's nothing wrong with my Twitter. I'm looking at it right now. You obviously missed the first segment of the show. Okay. All right. Let us end this episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Thank you all for chilling with me.
By the way, guys, we're not finished the bingo. I know it's still a good bit to go, whatever, but we're not finished the bingo until Phil records gameplay for YouTube. We are not done yet, okay? There's still more to go. And we might get a full house still. We don't know yet. A lot could still happen. A lot of these could happen at once, especially if it gets into another fucking begment. So, I'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed he'll fucking really a home run here towards the end.
Briefly go use the restroom, and then we'll jump back into the Batman, which I'm excited for. I really like the playthrough so far. And we're heading into the late game story and or riddler riddles of this part, so it should be a good time. All right, guys, thank you. Let's get the show on the road. Awesome.
He is still using Darkseid of Phil's fucking image. How in the hell is he still using this when he must know by now the truth of what that image is? It's half of a GIF, and the other half is like the fucking Hitler hat, the Nazi hat, and how Phil really is. This is how Phil sees himself. In the fucking meme anyway. Perfect representation of him. He's still using this. I'm surprised he's still willingly able to. I guess it just shows you that no one else is fucking actually bothering to make something for him.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simon1909, for the subscription. Much appreciated. Right, let's crack on with this fucking stream. We're well behind.
I know you guys love Cartoon Phil, so I leave him extended on the screen to freak you out. Cartoon Phil. Alright. So, let's get set up here. I actually believe I have to put the webcam on the other side for Batman, if I remember correctly. I think so. Yes, there we go. That's better. Yes, X-Shooter, this is a Pac-Man in the background, lighting up. It's a Pac-Man lamp. Well, it's not much of a lamp. It's kind of more, I'd say it'd probably be nice as a nightlight or something. But yes, that is a glowing Pac-Man ghost in the background. It is a new addition to my setup. It replaces the box for the neck phones that everyone complained about for like 7-8 months. Okay, thank you, X-Shooter. Okay. Alright. I found a turd in my toilet. Wow. Amazing. To the $1.50 said, I don't want to tell anyone where I work because of your crazy trolls. I work at a thrift store, but you'd be surprised what you find at them. I could believe that.
I mean, yes, surely that has to be Scat Talk. The donator's name was Scat Talk. Yeah, the guy's name was literally like Scat Talk. I found a turd in my toilet was a username of that person. So I was like, Phil, it's almost like you got tricked into saying it because the guy's username was that, but that's a bingo. And there we go. That's another one to dust.
I can believe that because thrift stores really depend on what people trade in. You might have people trade in something that's like, you know, actually quite valuable. I think there's actually like YouTubers who go they call it thrifting. They go from thrift store to thrift store looking for like rare finds and deals, and some of them can actually find some good stuff. Give it a look, you probably find some YouTubers who've done it over the years. Alright, real quick. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm not even gonna do anything here with the camera or nothing. I'm just gonna mute the mic and be right back.
So we can fast forward, of course, because Phil. Now, I know Phil is literally fuck off, bots. Go away. Nobody wants you here, bots. Piss off. Phil did not already have a break, no. This is the first time he stood up on stream, but technically I don't count these because, yes, technically he stood up. Like, this is a live feed right now and he's walked away. We're live, we're still rolling right now, but obviously we're fucking miles behind. Even though I stood up to go to the bathroom, I don't usually count this because he always fucking stands up and leaves in between recording the podcast and the gameplay. It feels quite disingenuous and shitty of me to count that because it always happens. If he blew his nose or something or went to pick up his controller, I would count that as standing up, but not when he goes in the fucking break. Like, he always does it anyway. Yeah, remember when he stood up again because he forgot his controller? That happened the other day, yeah. Let me fast forward. Let me fast forward some more. Here we go.
And everything.
Oh, this might count, guys. This might count then because I think he actually does it. The settings. Like, here we go. So Phil's coming back here. We can see Phil coming back now.
Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry. Sorry it was so long. I was pretending to be like 2 minutes, but now it sounds like now we have more problems. I just love it, right? Every fucking day is just more fucking bullshit and problems going on. We may have our vacuum, which we need a good vacuum for the house, maybe breaking. Because my wife's trying to clean the house and she's like, I don't understand, it's not sucking, and we're cleaning out every hose and everything in it, and we unassemble the bottom, look at it, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I know.
Oh, this is an interesting wee rant. Hang on a second. Let me go back to the bingo card. I want to make sure we don't really need to see Phil. If Phil stands up, I will see Phil standing up if you guys miss it. Obviously, that's why I make sure I have the bingo card on the screen when he's doing all this ranting. Let me rewind a wee bit when he starts ranting and raving, right? And if he says anything on the bingo card, we can count it. And I've got the full screen as well for me, so if Phil stands up, I'll point out to you guys and show you. Come on, Phil, hurry up. Wait for it.
Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry. Sorry it was so long. I was pretending to be like 2 minutes, but now it sounds like now we have more problems. I just love it, right? Every fucking day is just more fucking bullshit and problems going on. We may have our vacuum, which we need a good vacuum for the house, maybe breaking. Because my wife's trying to clean the house and she's like, I don't understand, it's not sucking, and we're cleaning out every hose and everything in it, and we unassemble the bottom, look at it, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I know, again, we just bought a new one. Not even a year ago. We just bought a new vacuum because the last one broke, and now we got a fucking, this one seems like it might be having issues.
I can confirm Phil stood up. If we go back here, he's not in the seat anymore. We rewind.
Just bought a new vacuum because the last one broke, and now we got a fucking, this one seems like it might be having issues.
Well, counting that counts because he came back from his fucking break and then he fucking stood up again, so that counts. It's fucking him standing up on stream. Which means we go back here and we're going to tick it off the fucking card. Him standing up accounts and there's another bingo. That's a double bingo. And just like that, we have a double bingo. So I'm telling you guys, this is not over yet. He could still very easily tick all these boxes in one single fucking desperate rant. He could very easily tick a few of these off in one go. You know he's capable of it. It could happen.
We can't even own a vacuum for a year, apparently. Ugh. Alright, let me blow my nose, because I was messing with that vacuum, now all this dust went right up my nose and shit.
And he's away from the shout. He stood up again. A double stand up.
Oh.
And he won't even mute his microphone when he blows his nose at a disgusting pig. This is the second time he stood up, yeah. You can actually hear him far away from the microphone. He's literally told you he's going to fucking blow his nose. He's definitely stood up, so you guys seen it yourself. We are 5 away from a full house.
My allergies weren't bad enough. Yuck. I found pee in my toilet through the $1.50 talking about people at McDonald's and Subway getting shot for having too many condiments on the sandwiches. I don't care, but thank you for the tip. What the fuck are you talking about? Alright. Alright, guys. I need to be put back into a good mood here. I seriously do. Because I was having a good time with today's podcast. And I go downstairs and find out a piece of equipment may be broken that I don't have money to replace.
Suddenly, the fucking sudden surge in tips and support, and all of a sudden he's got fucking enough tips for a fucking hat. A lot of it suddenly explained. Phil's in desperate need of money because his vacuum broke. Quick, guys. Assemble your wallets. Get out your fucking welfare checks. He said comment. Did he say comment? When did the fuck did I say comment? Let me rewind that.
I found pee in my toilet through the $1.50 talking about people at McDonald's and Subway getting shot for having too many condiments on the sandwiches. I don't care, but thank you for the tip. What the fuck are you talking about? Alright. Alright, guys. I need to be put back into a good mood here. I seriously do. Because I was having a good time with today's podcast. And I go downstairs and find out a piece of equipment may be broken that I don't have money to replace. I'm not happy about that. So I hope that we can get it working. Seriously. Oh yeah. Expand on completed the Mario Kart DLC track. They're really fun. It's a shame that they're still charging $60 for the game. Creators are raking it in playing with fans, so we get a free trial through Switch Online. There you go. Yeah, I'm not buying it again. I'm not paying $60 to play Mario Kart again when I already played it on Wii U, you know. Freaking rip-off, quite frankly. Okay.
Anders Pack is saying, no, I need to leave the vortex for a while again. Detoxing the bound. Can't stand Piggy, take care. And me, take care and stay sane. Anders, that's understandable. It happens to all of us. Anders, sometimes when Phil makes you too angry, it's just literally, you have to walk away and just take some time for yourself. It's just the way it is. But yeah, we're all here basically whenever you're ready to come back. That's just that's how it's always been.
Oh my god, excuse me. Whew. Okay, hold on.
And he said, there you go, let me just tick it off very quick as well. There you go was said, and I missed it. That's not a bingo though, so I can't sound the horns. God damn it. And another bots back in, go away. There we go. Right, thanks for that, guys, thanks for that. We're 4 away.
Let's see here.
It's the Enigma Show.
Alright, hold on. Let's see. No, I'm not playing Fallout 3 next week. Brent did the Super Chases. When is the Tarkov stream? Tarkov? What are you talking about? You mean Escape from Tarkov? I'm not playing that. I never said I was playing that. I don't know what you're talking about, Brent. I don't know what's going on. I need to get into the game. I need to get my mind off of things before I get very upset. I don't want to get upset. I want to have a nice, relaxing day on stream with you guys. I don't want to be angry. Oh yeah? I'm being told that game is incredibly hard. Okay. Alright, everyone. Welcome back.
Alright guys, that's official end of bingo. I'm surprised I didn't have one last desperate, begment before starting recording there, but he has ended it there. Disappointing, I know. I'm surprised he never said positive or meaningful is not a surprise to me. He pisses me off with meaningful because he never says it when I want him to. It sucks. But hey, we got multiple bingos all the same. We got the top row, we got the middle row, we got the middle column, and that's it. I think we had 3 bingos. No, we had 4 bingos, sorry. We had 4 bingos. We had the middle column and the 4th column and the top row and the middle row. 4 bingos is still a strong card. We've had better, I know, but 21 out of 25. He said meaningful. When did he say it, Rich Richardson? Can you mind when he said it, Rich? I don't mind going back and checking if you want, but do you know he yelled meaningful twice? When? When did he yell it twice? And how did everyone else miss it? I know how I miss it because but usually I'm always trying to keep an eye on chat for people like pointing this out to me, and I'll go back and check and all that stuff. Did anyone else see Phil yell meaningful twice? He said tips are meaningful. He said tips are preferred when he was desperate for need for tips, when he was pushing tips. Tips were preferable for him. I don't think Phil said tips were meaningful. That doesn't ring a bell. He doesn't usually describe tips as meaningful. He's usually pushing them as a preference, and a desire. Tips would help the most. He said likes, comments, and tips are positive and meaningful. Dylan Archer, I think you're just trying to get me to tick all the things at once there. I actually believed you for a second there, you bastard. I believed that for a second, but you just want me to tick everything all off all at once. I don't think you said tips are meaningful. I mean, we'll go back to the bit if you want. I don't mind going back and checking. If you can find that little section where he's talking about how he's desperate for tips.
Whatever that game usually had in the arcade back in the day. And then also they would sell...
Did it happen before then or after that? I think it was after the story.
Talking about it's not what we wanted. It's not even close to what was intended. The whole hashtag free and likely that's a good idea. And why I say that is Shang, Eternal Napalm, and the other moderators. I see a few moderators are here today to help out, and I appreciate it. You're doing all the same meme shit you used to do. That's why 16.
I'm just trying to think. Oh, people after all that, that's something. Okay. I can't even find no wonder I can't even find the segment where it's talking about tips. I forget. Bingo's a bust, guys. Sadly, it's a bust. Right, we're going to end things how we always end things. We're going to go to Pixar Animations. We're going to play some contributions and enjoy some contributions. Thank you for the troll, Richard. Just appreciate it. You wee bastard. Right, Notorious PIG contributions. This is how we always end things, guys. You know, thank you very much for joining me on the bingo today. Thank you very much for the subscriptions, the tips, the super chats. I greatly do appreciate it. I won't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to be enjoying a few drinks with friends. Something that Phil can never ever say. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll be back on Sunday. I'll be on the That Being Said podcast at 1 PM Eastern Standard Time, which is 6 PM UK time. And then I'll be on back here for bingo afterwards. So, a busy day for me on Sunday, that's for sure. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the start of your weekend, guys. I do appreciate all the support once again, and let's enjoy a great wee tune, a great wee video from a great wee content creator, Pixar Animations, Notorious PIG contributions. So yeah, hope you all enjoy the start of your weekends, and I'll catch you all on Sunday. Remember to check out Prophet's video as well, by the way, when he uploads that. He's in a stream later on, and it's going to have some interesting things in it, so likely that'll be, you know, I'll try and check it out tomorrow morning, personally, when I wake up, you know, before I get my day started. But yeah, just a wee shout out to Prophet there for the video he's planning, the stream he's planning. Hey guys, I'll catch you all Sunday, enjoy the start of your weekends, and yeah, catch you all later. Peace out, thanks again.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone.